except it didn't. There it went.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Let Your Google Hangout episode 119. With me tonight is Moonshine Bonanza.
Oh.
Look at that Game Boy in your hand.
Yeah, it's a Game Boy. You know
It's
so
such
much
a
about
cool.
everything.
Yeah, you play it backwards. You play it from the backside of the
You know
batteries,
what?
too?
Screw you guys.
Do you guys?
Is that better?
Oh, what? And yet you have another one. Well,
This is not a Game Boy, you jerk. Get it
It's
right.
another controller of some sort, isn't it?
It's a character from a cartoon called Adventure Time.
Oh, well, cool. I don't watch it. All right. And, of course, our special guest
not.
for the evening is Casey. What's going on, buddy?
Hi, how's everybody doing? Thank you for having me, Scott.
Yeah, thanks for joining. So you watch a couple of these, and you're like, you know what? I wouldn't mind joining these cool people. And then everyone deserted us tonight.
They're like, oh, K6's going to be on this? I'm out. I'm out of here.
Don't worry. When we have a full group, we can bring you back. But I wanted to pick your brain tonight, see what you've been up to since we haven't seen each other in a long time. And,
Tough.
you know, talk about the YouTubes and about what's going on in your life and your YouTube channel and music and games. Since we have another nerd over here with Moonshine, you two can talk all this stuff and just get me lost, you know?
Sounds good. We'll just kick you out.
Yeah. So let's start with, oh, you know what? Maybe I should show everybody who the hell I am.
Who are you? Are you Oh, it's Scott!
It's Let Your Google Hang Out. Oh, look, I got a little alfalfa going on. Yeah, I look like a golfer tonight. I'm about to go hit some 18 holes. Oh,
You
anyway.
look like a talented golfer, okay? Don't sell yourself short.
Really? Like, I crushed that. Like, I get like 120 on that course, you know, on a par 70, 72, 110. I'm pretty good.
I think you look like a man who never stopped frat boying. I don't think you look
I
like
think you
I
look like
do
a
kinda
man
look
with
like
impeccable
that
taste in
bro.
clothing.
Matt and
Pop your
Rob.
color. Let's see if I'm right.
Oh.
Oh,
So
we got
Matt-
Matt. We got Matt.
Hey,
You're
so-
joining us from a party.
Who's all in here? I'm on my phone.
I see that. You're over at your girlfriend's father's birthday party and you're on your phone?
Yeah, hey, priorities, guys, priorities, right?
I don't know, man. If priorities, you'd be here right now, at home, in a chair, focused fully on us.
Yeah. Well, I mean priorities in the sense that I don't want to sleep on the couch tonight, so...
Yeah, touche.
You know how, you know what I'm saying?
Some couches are comfortable, though. You know what
So,
I'm
ladies
saying?
and gentlemen, this is Matthew Santoro. I wish I could give you the sound effects right now, but that ain't happening.
Oh, yeah,
There we go.
What's going on?
So, Matt, right now we have Moonshine, we have Kasich, who you would have met probably in 2010 at VidCon, because that was the last one he attended, or at Playlist 2012, because I think you were
I'm
there.
going to this VidCon this year, though. I'm going to be at this
Oh,
VidCon.
he'll be there.
I'll see you guys there. Well, I'll see you there. Scotty won't be there.
I
Yeah.
know, Scott, stop being a little butthole.
Yeah,
When is it again?
What happened?
What's the date for VidCon?
Oh, obviously, it's June
25th?
25th?
Yeah, see, I have a wedding on the 28th, and prior to that, I probably have absolutely nothing going on, but I don't know that I have... it's probably sold out, and paying for a hotel and doing all that shit and dealing with YouTube politics and drama, I'm like, no, I don't
Don't
want
do
to.
drama. Just kind of be a... That's what I do. I'm just
What?
above the drama.
Politics and drama. You obviously don't drink enough at these functions. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Because I've never...
Drinking.
I mean...
No,
But the thing
Scott,
is, I see
Scott
these
the
people-
VidCon we were at was 2011, not 2010.
Oh, it was 2011. Okay, you're right.
Because 2010 is when I started on YouTube. 2011 is when I went to my first one.
Yeah, 2010 was my first VidCon, which was the first one.
Mhm.
And I met a lot of the YouTubers who I've been watching for several years, because I've been on since 2006. I've been on YouTube for 8 years. At least
I
one.
feel you, bro.
Dude,
I feel you.
You know what's crazy, actually? And it was almost perfect timing, but it didn't quite work. The anniversary of my very first upload is going to be, I believe, May 13th or 14th. And it would have been perfect if it was May 31st, because I'm projecting about 1 million subscribers around that time. So
Yeah.
So that would have been cool if it could have been. It'll be the same month, I think. It'll be close anyways. But that would have been cool if it was like right on the 4-year anniversary of my very first video.
So you will have gone from what, 30,000 subscribers in October, say, of last year to less, like, what, 9 months later you'll have 1 million?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you birthed a child, sort of, but not at all.
You're one of those
Sorry,
kids,
all of my
like, that just
friends,
start
all of
blowing
my
up and
friends are
doesn't
like
start.
knocked up right now, so I've had like babies on the brain.
That's really
I've
creepy.
I've been shopping all sorts of.
I'm not crazy yet. Not yet.
Yeah, okay, all right, but you're on the.
What was
Alright.
your? But I'm not at 1 million yet. So
You're not.
Well,
And
what's your theory? Like, can you explain
I-
that to anybody?
no, I can't.
Okay, all right.
Wait, is it what's
Because it's a secret study, right?
subscribers that you get crazy?
I can't publish my results before the study is through. Like that's just poor science right there. And I know we all love science, so
Okay, well, we'll leave a cliffhanger and let people know when it's time to let them know.
It's usually some of the younger people.
and
who
usually
like,
you
bitches.
can't take people's word for it when they say that they're not crazy. So we'll just
Well,
see.
you
We'll
told
see.
me
We'll
that.
see.
Everyone-
Whoa, we'll see.
Well, most people who think they're normal are the crazy ones.
That's true.
And
I'm
what is
pretty
normal?
normal.
What's that?
And what is normal? I mean, it's kind of subjective, isn't it?
It's more of a
Um,
perception, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would say normals.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Oh, man.
No, but normal. I mean, normal's different for everybody. Like we're all at the end of the day, we're all a little weird, right? Like we're all weird in some way.
Especially
Some
YouTubers.
more than others.
I think especially YouTubers because we're the one, or I don't want to speak for myself, but like for YouTube in general, I will. A lot of them were like the social rejects, or like the outcasts in school, the ones that were shunned, or nerds, or
Yeah.
shy.
Awesome Egyptians.
You know what?
Whatever.
Yeah, it does. I honestly believe it takes a certain type to want to do this. I'm not saying they're crazy and whatnot, but I am saying.
I mean,
But who knows? Like,
they finally have a voice, so
Yeah, exactly.
people like Matt, who's like 4'3", can feel like a normal person.
Get the hell out of here! I'm 5'6".
I know, which is the same height as the guy that died, Bob, today.
Bob Hoskins. Sad, sad.
That's sad.
So sad. It's
It
like
is.
my favorite movie. He's Ed Valiant. And, like, seriously,
Rabbit.
best, like, British guy not being a British guy in a movie portrayal ever.
Do you tell him in
Yeah.
a parking lot? Ish.
So you're the Tay Allen of this week. Are you going to get in your car and start driving?
Yeah, I should.
You should.
Oh man.
Matt, have you heard of Kasich before?
I'm at.
Hey man. You look super familiar. I can't.
We were both on Repzion's page like near the same time, so
Yeah.
maybe that's how I.
Yeah, that's where I know you from. That's where I know you from. Yeah.
Whoa, that was surreal. You just
No, seriously though, literally, Matt became like, like I love your videos to death, right? But you became like a joke in our house because the first time you put a video on, you're just like so in there that we were scared to click away. So we ended up like cycling through your videos, not because we wanted to watch them, but because we felt like if we did it.
Maybe that's why people watch my videos. I don't know.
Well, you have really good thumbnails actually.
He spends over an hour on each one, and
Oh, so do I. I do the same. I just sit there and look at it, and I go, "It's not ready yet."
Dude,
No,
like
not
people
yet.
don't even know. I obsess over thumb. Like you can ask Scott in Moonshine. We have a little chat on Facebook. I will sit there and go through like 5 iterations of the same thumbnail.
Well, I mean,
and
they're
and change
arguably
the
some of the
slightest
most
thing.
important part.
Change the slightest thing and be like, "What do you think of that? What do you think of that?"
it's the
Like,
poster.
Now, I have a
It's the
question.
poster.
I have a question for you. Do you have just a few like stock photos of yourself at this point that you use
no,
on every single?
no, they're
thumbnail?
always fresh. But they are.
Are they? Are they? Because I photoshopped a picture of you recently. The Crest team, the Crest Gel Squad, I guess is it that they were known in the '80s, and I was looking for pictures of you, and besides like a couple of derp faces, I could literally find like 3 unique faces because I didn't want them all to look the same.
Yeah,
I wanted them all to be you but slightly different, and that was just
there's a
not
few
happening. for
Similar
me.
ones I do, but like the problem is it's a branding thing, right? So people look for that when I upload a video. But the problem is that I don't want it to get old, so I try my best to switch up the faces, but there's only so many faces you can do. So
Yeah, it's one of those things where you want to have like a kind of look that talks to your audience, but at the same time doesn't alienate new viewers.
Oh, we always give Matt crap for that because in all of them,
yeah.
He's always got that smile.
Or like if
The
it's a
top
graveyard
10 scariest Egyptians on the planet.
Matt,
My brother's doing the face over here.
so
that face is only available when I pull out the phone. It's just like in the middle of talking, then.
How do you like your lights, by the way?
They're good. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to use them this week or not because I don't have. For those that don't know, when Chucky moved away, he gave Scotty and I his lights. So I'm thinking, right now I'm really perfectly lit, but the background is black, and I don't think that makes a huge difference for my videos. Oh man, I don't think that makes a huge difference, but we'll see.
No,
No,
Matt, like I told you.
The blonde is the blonde chick is actually rather sexual. Look at that! Look at that!
Yeah,
container.
that's sexual.
Look at that smirk you've got on your face.
Wow.
That's scary.
Yeah, I never noticed the dog until now. I feel ashamed.
Okay, listen,
Never
I gotta
go
go
to-
because
Yes.
family's leaving now.
All right.
Later, Matt.
Well, hey, thanks for joining. And if you get home, if you settle down, come back.
Are you leaving?
Yeah, bro. Thanks for coming on here and ruining the show.
Alive. Bye. I'm saying bye to family. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Okay, I gotta go. I'm being rude.
We'll save it from being awkward.
Go.
Bye.
Get out of here.
So
See you, Matt.
I will see you guys later, or I will see you another time.
Oh, yes, you will. Okay.
Okay.
And
Why
on
does
that
he
note,
keep barrel rolling? He just keeps barrel rolling the fuck out of here.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
Okay.
Do a barrel roll.
Bye, guys.
bye.
Later, bro.
And ladies and gentlemen, that, as you know, was the Matthew Santoro, who likes to be called Matt Santoro.
Got him.
So,
He almost
let's-
ruined the show, if you ask me. I don't know.
What's that? He came on here and ruined it?
He ruined it, man. It's not the
I
same
know.
anymore.
He
Look how
ruined our
pissed
flow.
Moonshine looks. Moonshine's in a bad mood now. She's like, oh, Matt ruined my...
No, I'm starting to get a headache because I'm kind of sober-ish right now.
Is that your withdrawal syndrome or like withdrawal syndrome? Are you like getting the shakes?
It's called a hangover, buddy.
No, I'm talking about. So you're never hungover because you always continue to drink.
Well, no, it's usually when I drink
Box
and
wine?
then stop drinking, if you let me finish, and then let myself sober up before passing out. If I drink to the point of like doing the drunk person pass out at the end of the night, I'll wake up in the morning feeling fine. But if I drink and let myself sober up while staying awake, I always just get a rip shit headache, and I don't know what it is.
What's your trick? Like, how many days in a row have you gone where you either don't get a hangover, or how many days in a row have you drank before you basically said, "Oh my God, I got to stop for a day"?
Well, I mean, I did live in New Orleans, so let's just not air all of my dirty laundry. But let's just say I'm like way more of a man than most people.
Okay, and wait a minute here. Way more of a man. So you're saying that men are the only ones that get drunk all the time?
Ooh, she's just
What?
hopping on that social stigma train. You're the reason our society is going down the... Why don't you think for yourself?
Oh yeah, I know. I'm a very well-known man hater, I guess.
Oh yeah, she just hates men. She hates them so bad.
much.
I
I
thought
do.
you were Dr. Love in the house. All right, so
Oh, I am Dr. Love.
no, we know.
It's just like wow. My last video was about like jacking some creep in the jaw with my elbow, and people were like, "Oh, you're such a man hater," and I'm like, I hate dudes that try to pin my hands behind my back in malicious ways. Yeah.
You know,
I don't
there's
know what we're talking about now. I'm freaked out.
I was just looking at a whole there were some website. You know, it's like when you get on the dark side of YouTube. There's also like as far as bloggers and like all those websites like Mashable and Thought Catalog and Elite Daily and all those. you always get on a, like, I venture off to like this weird side. And there was this one that listed, it was like 3D sex positions. It actually acted, it had the names, and then it acted out what you do within that position, and then it actually described it, what you do. And you just described one of them where it's like, I think it's called prisoner guard. And where they put the arms behind their back, like you said, if you feel like you're tied down or whatever. And that was a pretty awkward one. I don't see how that could be. I've never ever been into like any sort of tying down or bondage or anything like that. How about you, Moonshine?
What are we talking about? Who are you talking
about?
No one knows. No one knows what's happening.
Or fetishes or whatever. Have you ever been in anything?
I'm gonna go ahead and plead the fifth. That seems a little personal.
Oh, you can't divulge anything live. You're playing Miss Innocent tonight.
I'm not playing Miss Innocent. Are you kidding me?
That's true. If you were innocent, you would have nothing to hide. So.
Okay.
Please admit.
Whatever. Like, I'll tell you all about my job as a goddamn stripper, but like, let's keep my personal. Why don't we keep my personal sex life off the internet? Like that Scott is just common sense.
What's your intro song?
Bow chicka wow wow.
No, like every wrestler, every WWE guy has like an intro song when he gets on stage. What's
Oh God, wrestling! Jesus, it's been a while since I've seen that.
Oh, when I get on stage at the strip club.
Yeah, no, when you walk in the bedroom. Yeah, of course.
I'm just reiterating for the audience that might be confused, or existent, whatever.
While you're thinking about it.
Hey, everybody out there! No. It depends. It depends. If I haven't danced in a while, generally "Back in the Saddle" by Aerosmith. If I've been dancing on a regular basis, but am really like needing to get like pumped up, it's usually "Ragdoll" by Aerosmith. I'd say some nights would be a "Paint It Black" kind of night, depending on how I'm feeling about working that night. Born to Be Wild, like I could just go on and on, like fun songs to dance to.
But you've got a handful that you prefer, that you kind of open up with generally.
I mean, open up to second song in the set. I mean, the second song is where you really need to start having fun. So.
Okay, that's true.
I mean, I worked at a club that was just one song sets recently, and I was like,
wow.
What? I know, right?
Wow. Were they that busy?
What?
Were they that busy? They had that many where you guys just rotated?
No, not at all. It's just more. It was more like a dive bar. I made a video about it. I really liked the place. I'll probably go back. It was like topless, but had like a really decent wine list. So.
I remember when you didn't like Rachel's in Orlando. I remember when you told me afterwards.
They tweeted at me recently, being like, "Can you come back and like, can we change your mind?" And I was like, "Oh."
Wow. So they want to let you use your name too, or what?
They want to. Well, maybe, I can't remember. I guess they didn't, and usually clubs don't. There's only been like a couple that have let me be Moonshine.
Wow, what do you have to? Okay, I won't get into detail. I mean, but if it has to do with this, you said you don't mind talking about it. What do they introduce you as? Like, you come up with, you have like an alter ego, or what?
It's kind of different every time, depending on the club. A couple clubs ago, I was Jenny, and I was like, "Hi, my name is Jenny. I'm Jenny," and like that was like the joke all night. And I had a couple of friends there, and like every time they were like. Basically, I introduced myself to the DJ there as Moonshine, and then they vetoed Moonshine, but he couldn't remember Jenny because all he could remember was Moonshine, and I was like, "This is exactly why I dance as Moonshine. All right, you're proving my point that I'm memorable. Okay."
I honestly don't get why they can't use that name.
They don't think it's pretty enough? I don't know. I'm like, am I not pretty enough? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? Because, like, you want to hire me, but not with the name that I've chosen. And, like, I don't like to tell the clubs that I'm reviewing that I have a YouTube channel, but it just screams of, oh, God, if you just knew how much I was going to bitch about this, you would just let me have my way.
Yeah, right. All right, well, I've got a question for you, Moonshine, and then I've got a couple over there for Kasich that might keep his interest. So, Moonshine, that tattoo on your right arm, so it's on our left, that thing has a lot of color, and it always has. How long have you had that?
I've had this tattoo for about 5 years, and it is indeed on my left arm.
Oh, it is. So it's the webcam that's kind of okay. So it's your left arm. Okay, so it's our left. Okay. So do you use like A&D ointment? Do you use sunblock? What do you do to keep the color so vibrant?
I don't go outside.
Ah, that's funny. Okay, that makes sense. That you are
If
pretty
I go to the tanning bed, though, I do usually use like my favorite is baby sunblock because it comes in like a deodorant stick and it's really easy just to like it on. But I haven't really hit the tanning bed much since I got this like giant one on my back, which is like impossible to and like what would be the point? I'd be sunscreening most of my back, so I haven't really figured out what to do about that.
Just deal with the pastiness, whatever. Not that you're that.
Every now and again, I just like to get kind of like golden brown. I don't think there's anything. I'm not like one of those like tanorexic girls that skin looks like leather or anything. But every now and again, it's good to like it clears up all my skin and any little scars I had. It takes care of those and.
I agree in moderation.
It's good for my joints and like I don't get any vitamin D, so I'm sad and mopey all the time. Don't you dare judge me. Okay?
I'm
all I'm
judging.
saying.
I'm naturally brown, if that makes anybody.
Yeah, you are.
Wake up like
That's good.
Look in the mirror and go, done.
Yeah, you probably tan. You get pretty dark, don't you? If you're out in the sun.
If I tan, I get like I look like a burnt victim. I don't know. It's terrible. I try to avoid the sun.
You want to talk about your background or what? Like, obviously.
Let's see. My background. Born in California. My parents are Egyptian. Is this the type of background we're going into?
Yeah. No, that's good. That's perfect.
Okay. Hi. My name's Kareem. I was born in California, but my parents were from Egypt. I moved to Georgia, then from Georgia moved to Florida, and now I live in Florida. But I might be moving soon for a YouTube project, but I can't talk about that just yet. And,
I'm assuming it's going to be out west. We don't have to talk about it, but it's fairly obvious, I would say.
It's actually not in California. But I can't talk about it yet until everything's figured out. I kind of told my viewers already, like getting them excited about it, but the only thing I can say is that I'm going to be working with like one of my biggest inspirations, and it's like it blows my mind still that it's happening, and I don't want to jinx it or anything, but I can't wait to tell you guys when I can. It's like
all right, that's okay. So I'm going to ask you the questions to kind of follow up what I was asking Moonshine. I was kind of drilling her, but if you were a stripper,
Phrasing.
What would your stripper name be, and what would your intro song be?
Okay, if I was a stripper, my name would be the Sand Attack, because I would throw sand at you, Nate, out of my face. I don't know. I was trying my best to think of something clever. It didn't work.
Why is that the Pokemon move you chose?
Sand Attack, go! No, listen, I'm Egyptian. I'm allowed to use as many Egyptian puns as I.
Oh, okay. See, I don't see race. All I saw was Pokemon.
I would do walk like
That's
the
true.
Egyptian, and you just walk out there.
That's too easy, though. I gotta be a little more creativity than that. What was the other one? What would my
K-Sex.
K-Sex, yes. Hi, my name's K-Sex. And that was brilliant.
How about Deep Woods? I like that one. It's a good one.
My name is K6. Send attack your deep woods tonight at 9. Is that how? That's probably not how that works, right? No.
So tell me why you drink Diet Coke when you know it's probably worse for you.
Okay, so this is exactly what happens. If I die, I blame my gorgeous mother. I was drinking way too much Coke, and she was like, well, you know it'd be cool if you started drinking Diet Coke. I was like, yeah, okay, it's 0 calories, whatever, let's do it. So the first few times I had it, disgusting, right? But she was like, you know, if you drink it for like a week, it'll start tasting normal. So I drank it for a week straight, and then it became like, you know, like I started getting addicted to it, and it tasted delicious. And now I'm just like, now I'm addicted to it.
So if you have a regular, is it like really too strong or something?
Yeah, if I have a regular now, it's disgusting. Like and isn't that weird the way your body can adapt? You know, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh, absolutely. I've always been a Dr. Pepper guy, and if I have diet, I know it has a different taste, but it's still within the Dr. Pepper family, so it's not like I'm going from like Sprite to Pepsi to Coke to Dr. Pepper.
Do you drink Dr. Pepper because you're an agnostic?
I actually
I don't know. That's the only acceptable answer.
I don't know.
There you go.
That's good. I like that moonshine. If there's a drink, if there's a soft drink, a soda, a pop that's out there that I like more than Dr. Pepper, it's
Way to
probably.
hit all the different like colloquialisms
I know.
for the country.
Well,
Good for
I've
you.
learned that like basically from moonshine, from where you kind of grew up, like just to your east. I don't know if you guys actually did it, but like east of you and all the way to New York City, it's pop, and even. But
It was pop in my hometown, but soda where my mom grew up. So I always grew up saying soda and got made fun of because I didn't say pop, but like
yeah,
refused.
and
But the strong-willed youth that I was did not give into the peer pressure, and it's been soda my entire goddamn life.
Wow.
Yes.
We're so proud of you. We're so
me.
proud of you. Give it up, guys.
Yay, moonshine!
But man, then people were like, "Hey, try." Then people were like, "Hey, try these things called drugs. They're awesome." And I was like, "Okay."
Well, for the
True
first
story.
21 years of my life, it was pop, but I always felt a little weird. Like after my teens, like I would say when I was in high school, everyone called it pop, and it was completely normal. Then I realized that it's more of a regional thing. If you say pop, it's Northeast. When I moved to Florida at 21, everything was Coke. Even if it wasn't Coke, if it was Pepsi, if whatever it was like, "You want a Coke?" And I'm like, "Sure. What kind?" "Well, we have Dr. Pepper, we have Sprite, we have." See, I'm like, "What?"
Really? She's
Yeah,
breaking it
yeah.
down. She's adding some acoustics to acoustic.
Yeah, that's
Gee,
what
really?
But Orlando was definitely like a melting pot of people. But a lot of them, like if I heard pop, I knew that they were from the Northeast. If I heard soda, they could be anywhere from South, West, whatever. And if you just called it Coke, you probably just didn't want to argue with anyone. So I just called it by its name. If I wanted a Pepsi,
Coke is from like with the Wisconsin. I know Wisconsinites call all soda Coke. I don't know if that translates over to Minnesota because they have a lot of similar stuff in.
yeah, I would say so. I would say that that's like, wow.
Yeah.
That really scared me, dude. That was scary.
You have headphones on. Rest in peace, headphone users. I should have my headphones on. So, what's your favorite video game since you two are gaming nerds?
My favorite game, Super Smash Brothers, the series, probably my favorite.
Yeah. Who's your character?
It depends. In 64, I was Ness. Melee, I was Sheik. Brawl, I only play Project M because Brawl's kind of like it's not balanced at all. But I use Ness in the Project M mod.
All Kirby all the time. Kick your ass.
Kirby, actually,
Up and down, up and down. Love me some Kirby.
I would
Fucking.
wreck
And if I really need to beat you, I change his color to yellow.
I don't know, man. 8 years undefeated, but you could try. I always think it's cute when they try.
Don't underestimate. Like Moonshine is the ultimate gaming nerd. Like she knows all the cartoons and games in the world.
Let me see if I can show you my own personal trophy of my undefeated streak.
That's a trophy you get. That's a trophy you give to yourself because you feel bad you couldn't win any real trophies.
Oh.
They don't give trophies for what I do.
Oh, they give dollars. That kind of came across wrong though, because that could mean like I don't know. I won't go there. Back to the soda thing, because I haven't really been reading comments. Here they are. Moonshine burps are so hot. Okay. Flowers321 says sody pop instead of soda pop. It's sody pop. Peterbilt says Colin soda Coke must have been an Orlando thing down south. If we just call it by its name. Now by south, what do you mean? Probably the Carolinas. Dimitri, who I think actually wanted to join the show at some point, we might have a guest on. Sorry, a viewer. I've always said soda too. So where are you from, Dimitri? And
He's obviously from Russia.
WanQuan6549 says, I'm in Massachusetts and nobody would ever say pop. What? Really? I can hear them saying pop, like pop the con the yard, you fucker. Go get me some pop. Pop.
Oh,
What is happening?
that's awful.
Somebody here says, oh, it's also Dimitri. He says, do you guys remember Vault? I thought they still had Vault. It was kind of like Mountain Dew, but better. Wasn't it like a Mountain Dew energy drink?
No,
still have Vault, I
Vault
think, right?
Vault is still around. What's not around
Yeah.
anymore is Surge.
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 Huh.
Surge.
Do you guys ever...
You can even find Jolt in certain places still, especially on the internet.
That's what I was just gonna say, Joel. I love Joel. Joel, as a kid, I would go up to the grocery store and if it wasn't Dr. Pepper or Sprite, I would get Sprite a lot because when I was a kid playing baseball, around that time, that you'd get like the 20 ounce I think 20 ounce, and it was 1 in 6 win, and they were like $1, and for me that was a lot when I was like 12, 13, 14, riding my bike up the town park. So every probably 3 or 4 I'd win. So I was. At least once a week I got a free Sprite. I would get Sprite simply for that. Plus, it's not a bad drink. Anyway.
Cool story, bruh.
Cool
Yeah.
story, bruh.
Bruh. Okay.
You got a free Sprite sometimes. I mean, you were a kid.
Did it
I know,
quench your
but I mean,
thirst? Was it
brought up
such a good
Jolt, so I
Sprite? Did it
reminded-
make it?
You know what I
dry your
used to
panties?
do? You know what I used to do when I was a kid? I used
You
to
don't wanna
troll radio contests and win fucking tickets to shit all the time.
You know that Matthew Santoro does that still all the time. Do you ever see him post on his Facebook where he's like, I got another pair of tickets from, for Drake or for whoever, and I'm like,
Yo, he likes Drake.
he's always winning shit, and Drake's his favorite, so I just said him. I don't
Drake's
know.
his favorite? What?
Yes, I know. Please make fun of him when
Well, how is Drake? Matt always. Why? Why
He's
Drake?
obsessed with Drake and like the really douchey club music.
Drake is like the epitome of like trying to sell a fake image to gain monetary. Like, it's. Are you serious?
Canadian, and like everything he says is really positive, and Matt just wants a reason to smile and be like, negative about everything. I don't know.
That's true. It's like my favorite song was like 21 years and I never met a good cop. I was like, brother, you worked on Degrassi and you grew up in Canada. Shut up.
Oh no, I knocked my poster down.
Oh, that's it. Here's a comment from Shahanaz Nazir. Nazir. I don't know if I said that right. Yay! Finally made it to live show. 3:25. Wow. So it's like 3:42 right now there, huh? That's crazy. Thanks for joining the show. Kasich has also done a few collaborations with Jacqueline Glenn. And yeah, he was actually wondering where she was. I said she kind of went MIA when she moved to LA and started hanging out with the cool people. So we got
hung out a little bit on Playlist, but it was, Playlist is always so crazy.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I always just, I've hung out with Jacqueline for in real life for probably 10 minutes, I guess.
Was it the
And I
best
even
10 minutes of your life?
I come to LA all the time too. Some of those 10 minutes, parts of those 10 minutes were pretty motherfucking magical. I cannot lie to you.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah.
What did you guys do?
We won't ask her to go into detail. I'll just say, yeah, it was good. Okay. Oh man. So
Wait,
somebody
so
said.
have you guys? What were you guys saying? Matt's gonna be a douche? Cause why? I can't. I was missing it.
A douche.
Or what were you saying, Moonshine? That when he hits a million.
I was just gonna be like, hey Matt, I just keep asking him, oh, you crazy yet? You crazy yet? Because I know people like fucking crazy YouTubers, and I'm trying to like connect some dots. Like, not everybody. I've met some really super down to earth YouTubers, and I feel like the correlation might, in this scenario, be numbers. It might all be a numbers game. With his rapidly growing numbers, but see, the person who wrecks my bell curve, for all intents and purposes at this point, is PewDiePie. I mean, a lot of people hate him, but he still seems like a pretty decent... He seems like a decent human being, like...
And Flula is like a really cool guy.
Yeah, Mark LaPlyer, I met him recently. He's a great guy, and he gives back to charity. Does a lot of really positive things, and not like most down-to-earth person you'll ever meet.
And I'm not saying the people that I've met are not great people.
Just crazy.
I'm just saying.
Oh no, I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, I've been on YouTube as long as Scott has, almost. I think early 2007s when I created my first like lip syncing account back in those crazy days.
Oh god, I hated people like.
Scott, oh, I know, bro. I was young and I was just like, everyone's doing it. I want to do it too. But yeah, I mean, you meet a lot of
those people that lip sync are now like big.
Yeah.
Strawberry 17, she was doing it for Nadine, Tessa, all those guys that were just
Ryan, he got
like Owl
started
City
it.
songs and like singing to it because they had the rights.
Yeah, not me. I didn't have the rights. I had to take it down, and I deleted
By
my
the way,
account.
you can really rap, man. You there's three people if you type in K6 Face or K6 Faces, which was your original
My
big
name back in the day.
I would like you to explain a little bit of that if you could, but I want to explain that it's you, Watsky, and is it Mac Lethal?
Yeah, yeah.
You
It's
three
funny
are
that video. That video, for whatever reason, I know the guy who uploaded it because he reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, I uploaded this video." He ended up being a really cool guy, but someone reported that video and it got taken down because it was at like 2 million views, and then he ended up reposting it again, and then now it has more views than my raps do.
Damn. So you got to make a compilation.
I know, to make a compilation rap.
So do you just like original stuff? Do you try to cover somebody but make it even faster than them?
Well,
like, could you do Rap God?
I did Rap God actually. Like here, wait. Lyrics coming at you at supersonic speed. Summon lumber, doing lumber. You assuming I'm human. What I gotta do to get it through that I'm superhuman, innovative, and I made a robot so that anything you say is ricocheting off of me. It'll glue to you. I'm devastating more than ever, demonstrating how to get a motherfucking audience. I feel like it's levitating, never fitting. And I know the haters are forever winning for the day is ever left to be celebrating. Because I know the way to get motivated. I make elevating music. You make elevated music. Oh, he's too mainstream. That's what they say when they get jealous. They confuse it. I was actually gonna do that, but I decided not to because it's so long. That I didn't want to, like, it's just such a long song, and I've had so much stuff going on, I didn't want to, like, cover the whole song, you know?
My favorite part is when it slows down. Rap God, Rap God.
I'm beginning to feel like a rap god, rap god.
Yeah.
All my people from the front to the back. No.
That's
No, I
cool.
love that song. I was
What do
thinking
you
about,
think-
like, what happened?
What's your favorite rap to cover?
I love anything Watsky does, but I really love Worldwide Choppers, mainly because I like a lot of those artists.
It's funny that you're compared to be as fast, if not faster, than Watsky. So you admire, you appreciate what he can do.
I think
Have you talked about it?
Watsky's immensely
So
more
I don't know
talented
anything
than I
about
am.
rap. This seems like the perfect time for me to go get a glass of wine. So
Dude,
Interrupt.
good on
Get
ya,
a
good
glass
on
of
ya.
wine,
I just can. It's
I'll
not.
take one.
It's not that I wasn't entertained by your rapping, but now that you're talking about rappers, I literally have nothing to add. So
I thought you said
I'm
stopping
right
for a
back.
You talk about
Okay.
stripping rappers, the ones they strip and rap. And it's like, maybe you can, you
Damn.
know,
Are they
like,
also little people? Because
yo,
then
check,
I'm sold.
I'm a midget, come at me.
That's it?
No, they're not. That's the end of it. I'm sorry. That's all
So they're not little people. Okay, so how many songs do you think? How many originals have you probably come up with?
26, I want to say. I want to get started on that page again, but it's one of those things where I always had that problem where I wouldn't manage my time properly. And so I really wanted to stop getting distracted. So once I get the Case of Games project is pretty big, and what I'm working on with someone else, that's going to be really time consuming. So I'm trying my best not to do too much at once until I'm 100% I can handle it. And so that's where I am. But I'm really excited to start and I also do spoken word poetry, which I really enjoy. So we'll hopefully that'll all work out.
Okay. Now that doesn't include because weren't you one of those guys that not only did the lip syncing thing, but then you kind of jumped on the whole parody thing?
Yeah, and I don't know, it's just like, I ended up changing everything. You know, I had like those, like, you know, back in those days, you had like misleading titles and stuff. I ended up changing them all, because I was
Is that probably one of the biggest reasons why you also said, you know what, time to start over, because you just didn't want to have to deal with any of that shit.
It's one of those things where you kind of like wake up and you realize you're not building the community you want the right way, if that makes any sense.
I couldn't agree with you more, because a lot of those, like Alex Negrete, Keep the Heat. If you notice, he's mainly a producer now, and he doesn't really have branding like that anymore. Even for Skits and Giggles, Ryan.
Ryan.
Really, really creative, funny, naturally funny guy who was really doing it like. Kind of like I compared what they were doing to the people that do Vine now, that like the relatables, those 6-second like stupid shit recreations of like, oh yeah, your teacher gives you homework and you have vacation, and they call a break. It's like stupid shit like that. I'm like, shut up, like they're
I know.
really recreating memes. But
Yeah.
but he started over. He did Ryan's Average Life. Good for him.
It's funny you
Alex,
said that because he really helped inspire me to pursue it as well.
yeah, no,
He was like,
it's
no, I
because
could
he
do it,
saw
you
the
could do it.
changes. Ryan's probably um, he's probably more knowledgeable than I am on YouTube, and that says a lot because I've scoured and researched and invested a lot of time in interacting and connecting with a lot of YouTubers. He gets it. He knows it. He's wrapped around with a lot of different people on the back end. We used to spend hours on Skype and talk about it. I still talk to him, about it occasionally, but I'm not so caught into it or caught up in it anymore. But Ryan's Average Life he's got something to be proud of now, and it's sort of like the old stuff where it's relatable type stuff, but he gets to infuse his own sense of humor, make a little bit longer videos, and not necessarily piggyback on whatever's big now. He'll just rant about something or talk about something, and there's a reason for it. It usually brings out morals in something or something that people can relate.
Or some type of positive message he's trying to infuse in it to help people.
Which is cool. But like Alex isn't doing that sort of stuff now. He's got the cartoon stuff, the anime, and he's got Yo Mama, and he and Zach are working on that stuff all the time, and they're really doing a lot of different things. So
yeah, I like them. Like I met them at VidCon; they're really nice, but I don't like almost anything they do. It's just not. It's not for me. It's not made for me.
That's another thing. I'll go over and I'll watch it, but to me, it's a bit obnoxious, but it's creative. It's something where there's
it's like one of the things you drop by, you give it a like just to help out, but
Yeah. Before they even did any of it, Zach was staying at my place and he was telling me how he was going to do it, and he was sending me like mock-ups of it, and I told him, I go, I'll tell you what, there's a market for it, and it's going to be like an animated meme thing, so of course people are going to share it, but it's not me. He was like, because he was telling me about anybody who promotes it, certain people that have certain voices could do voiceovers and be a part of it, and I just kind of shied away from it, but I've always supported what he does because no matter what it is, even if it was a bad idea, the amount of energy and creativity that he puts into something, it's going to be successful, even if it's a bad idea. And I never thought it was a bad idea. I just didn't think it was an idea that worked for me. So, yeah, good for them and good for you. You got into gaming. Tell me what kind of got you over to there.
Well, because you kind of get like, I guess it was, well, number one, my little brother was motivating. It's something we both wanted to start at the same time. And so he kept finally like, let's do it, bro. And I was kind of down, obviously, because my whole life is, my whole adult life, like you, almost, it's been on, it's been working on YouTube, and it's, it's a big project. Once you start a YouTube channel, it becomes and it consumes your whole life, and but the gaming channel was just the fact that me and my little brother grew up with games, and it was just something that we were interested about, and I was also a '90s kid, and as you know, virtual reality was right around the corner in the 90s, right? And it got everybody so excited, and then it came out, and I was wearing a stupid red Virtual Boy, the worst thing on the freaking planet.
Oh my God, I remember that crap. Holy cow.
I was actually so obsessed with virtual reality, I deluded myself into thinking I enjoyed it for like 10 minutes.
Wasn't that kind of around the time of the Power Glove?
Yeah, that's what that whole era, and then the Lawnmower Man, all those films that were trying to capitalize on it, and then it slowly died down because the technology wasn't ready for it yet. And then when I got my hands on the dev kit of the Oculus Rift, I was like, I want to share this, and this is something I'm going to be able to have so much fun doing. That's how it kind of all launched.
I'm kind of jealous of anybody that can game and just keep doing it consistently and enjoy it, because you're basically getting paid for a hobby. And whether you make a lot of money doing it or not, when you can have people that share similar interests and build a community, that's great. But I've never been a gamer outside of like sports games, or back in the day I would do like Wolfenstein or Wolfenstein, however you want to pronounce it. Those first-person shooters like Doom, Duke Nukem, Quake. All those were, and Deer Hunter. Deer Hunter was like big for me, and then Grand Theft Auto, the aerial, and then when it went to first-person, I did what was it? Vice City, and then I kind of got out of gaming. I was doing Tiger Woods and Madden. Nobody could beat me in Madden, really. I was like dominant. I was just destroying people. And
like my Smash Brothers is your Madden. I get you.
Yeah, I mean, I had a book this thick in school. Our playbook on defense was this thick. Now in high school we had there was two plays. If they're running, you go get the ball. If there's a pass, the line stands up. You go back at a 45-degree angle and you look for somebody coming in your zone. And that was it for high school. I got to college
That
and I'm
was
like,
the most exciting.
holy shit, this is difficult.
You
So
said-
then when I
did you
really
see-
got into studying whatever I was reading in the playbook, I could then execute on Madden. So in the dorms, we had a suite right in the middle of two different sets of rooms, and that was our common area. And my roommate had like a $1,200 projector, so we connected our PlayStation 2 onto the wall. We blocked off the window, put up a white bed sheet, and the entire 20-foot wall was our screen for Madden. We had tournaments, and
Really?
I would just kill it.
Oh,
But-
you want to hear something insane? Actually,
You are really owning that visor right now.
I
He
know.
is. I think so. I think he's pulling it off.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Speaking of your projector, for today's video that I just posted before I came on here, there was so you put on the virtual reality thing, right? I'm not sure if you use the Oculus, but it is mind blowing. Like you put it on, and it's not like there's a screen, press a pressure. It's like you're there, you know. And it every time I put it on, it blows my mind. I want to wet myself. But
I've never experienced.
when you first
I
experience
have
it, bro,
an Oculus.
when you experience it, it's just gonna blow your mind, bro. It's just insane. But it's gonna be the future. But I'm gonna get too passionate about this. So let's just stop talking about it.
That's
And
why
if you
you're
don't think
here
it,
to talk about it.
but so I was using this this emulator where essentially you're in a man cave and it's just one room where you can play SNES games and it's on like a giant screen TV. So with the Oculus on, it looks like you just have your own theater dedicated to playing Super Nintendo. So I was playing Super Mario and it was so awesome. Like that's what I'm gonna do after I get off of here. I'm gonna go beat Mario in that thing.
Nice. I was a Mario guy, but I always associated with having to wait for the controller because I'm in the middle of 5 boys, so I always had 2 people before me and after me. So whenever I got it, I was right in the middle, and then I was getting rushed, pressured to move on, and then it was like never equal as far as how much time we had, and I just got turned off from that shit. I was like, until I get my own console, screw this, or I'll go over to a friend's house where it's like, 2 people can enjoy themselves. But
Yeah.
I have 2 little sisters, and neither one of them gave a flying fuck about video games. So,
it was all for you. Nice.
well, I mean, but yes and no. There was that one moment where I came home after I'd moved out of the house to find my original Pokemon Blue game like erased and like not even played. She's just like, whatever, I played it for like 10 minutes and was like, what the fuck is this? And threw it down the stairs. I mean, she
I would go
didn't actually
crazy.
throw it down the stairs, but she might as well have for the amount of time and effort I put into that cartridge. I found a friend with Red and connected it with the fucking cables.
Oh, good times, good times, good times.
Wow.
We're getting old up in here. So, Moonshine, do you like Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, I dig it.
Is it-
I haven't played the new one yet because PC.
Yeah. Here's my conundrum here. It's me and my little brother always get them when it comes out, right? And it just doesn't. I can't get attached to it for some reason. I enjoy playing it, but I can never pull myself to play it. And obviously, I mean, because for some reason you're an Oculus Rift hater, but once it's in the Oculus Rift, that's going to be complete because you're immersed in it. But just
It makes
playing
me
it on the
really
screen is just-
only because it makes me really sick. I think the
Oh,
Oculus.
it's because the dev kit it doesn't have positional tracking, so if you try to move forward, it's so disorienting because you can't. Your brain's like, "What's happening? Why is nothing moving?" But the new dev kit
And
that
I'm
came
also
out-
the type that can't like do anything in the car without like horking all over the place. So.
Oh, gotcha.
And
gotcha.
I can't see 3D movies either, so this just might be one of those technologies that I just can't enjoy.
I watched
No, you will.
Avatar in 3D, and that was pretty crazy.
I can
Oh,
watch scenes in 3D, but I can't do the whole movie. If it was shot in 3D, I just can't. I just
I
like
treat
right.
I treat it like a foreign film. At first when you get the subtitles, it's like, oh, I don't want to have to do this a whole movie. And about 10 or 15 minutes later, you get used to the pace and you get used to balancing, looking at the text and looking up and kind of like.
Well, yeah, but if that doesn't make you puke, I mean, it's not. It's kind of
That is
similar.
true.
It's
That is
kind of
true.
similar,
Yeah.
only it's more for lazy people that don't want to read.
Moonshine. I'm gonna. This might blow your mind. I was playing this game the other day in the Oculus, and I walked inside of a theater, and in the theater they were playing a 3D movie, and it was like the most insane thing because the 3D finally looked. Because I hate 3D movies. I feel like they don't add to it. I feel like they take me out of the experience. But for whatever reason, with the way it works in there, it was the first time like you're already in 3D, and then there's 3D coming out of the screen. It's like, what is life right now? I don't understand anything anymore.
I have a 3DS, and that actually doesn't hurt me so bad, and it's because there's a depth controller, and it basically, I just like barely have to like nudge the thing up, even just the slightest amount, and it's like 3D to me. So basically, all 3D is just like extreme overkill to my eyes, and I'm just like, I can't. What is happening?
With the 3DS, like the only time me and my brother would use that ability is when we're playing at Pokemon X or Y, just the intro.
The cutscenes, yeah.
And then when you turn it off, we're like, this is worthless. Let's take it off. It's not help. You know.
All right. There's a good point here that I thought Jesse made here. I stopped playing video games once I discovered the internet. For me, that was probably once I started investing more time in the internet. That was sort of my hobby in social media, as opposed to, games. I don't do. I guess I almost do that exclusively. I don't really play video games anymore. So that makes sense. I mean, if it's kind of a hobby, if you're socializing, you like to do that sort of thing or share things. It's really not much different. They're both
video games for me are what I like to refer to as ugly time.
Time where you
my social media persona and my YouTube stuff. I'm always like looking pretty decent, but like Diablo time especially. Like, remember that South Park? I'm the guy. I'm the guy. Yeah, I'm that guy.
Yeah.
So
I feel like a lot of people are too into their perception of video games is more of a mainstream kind of perception of it. For a lot of people, it's more of these exciting games that are built that immerse you and bring you to a whole new world, and it's like watching a movie but being able to
Fallout
New
Vegas for like 3 hours this afternoon.
But people just kind of think, Call of Duty, I'd shoot people in the face.
I love using the cheat codes, Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto, and just watching chaos and being a part of it, and not having cops.
You're awful.
I am that guy.
You're once again owning that visor, Scott.
Yeah. Okay, so what's Habbo Hotel?
Basically, I'm saying the visor makes him look like a douchebag, and every time he's a douchebag.
Yeah, no, we got that. That's kind of old by now. You don't have to. If you have to explain your joke,
I've only done it twice. Scott,
okay, what's
I can't be
Habbo
old until
Hotel,
I've established a pattern.
Okay, Moonshine, you're hilarious. That is funny. If you want, I'll do the laugh soundtrack, or laugh track. What is Habbo Hotel? I don't know what that means. Is that something part of a game?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I thought one of you guys would know that. Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh my God, that never gets old watching Kasich rap, and I did not know he listened to Tech Nine. Aside from Tech Nine, do you know? Would you listen to Hobson?
Hobson, I listen. Hobson's interesting because if you listen to some of his earlier songs, he's exactly who he's making fun of in his newer songs, but he's
maybe he's
conscious. Yeah, he's conscious about it,
Yeah, he's aware.
I loved his. What was that song that we liked? The Mind Hobson number 5 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably one of his most popular. Got like 32 million.
It was really good. That was really good.
Oh, by the way, somebody says found out there was a Tumblr account called Scott Cavarn is a douche. That's cool. Yeah, that was made by my old roommate for a while, Daniel Carter, who has since come out of the closet. I think he's a little bitter that I never did anything with him. So sorry, buddy.
No, bro, I made that. I own that, and I own ScottKidmartinStocksDomain.com.
But I mean, I am a douche. So whatever. Obviously, I'm wearing a visor. I'm a bro. I'm a douche.
You're a bro. You watch PewDiePie?
Rocks. PewDiePie. You know what it is? Some people confuse douche with like somebody who just doesn't give a shit, and I'm kind of a combination of the two. I try to be sensitive and nice to people, but okay, here's the thing. I like to be honest without being tactful. So I kind of just say it, and it rubs people the wrong way sometimes, but then it's kind of like a love-hate thing. You either, after a while, it kind of grows on you, like that I'm blunt and whatever. I'm rough. I'm rough around the edges. I am a douche. Whatever. If that translates to a douche.
I'm going to sit here for 5 minutes and justify how much of a douche I am.
And I go to bed fine at night. I sleep well. It is what it is.
That's one of the key hallmarks of a true douche.
But I
Yeah,
mean, I do have a conscience, but I just don't care. I'm not. If I cared about like trolls on the internet or people that don't like me because you don't have to get along with everybody you ever meet. Have you ever been to a party or in a conversation and somebody they did nothing wrong, but you just don't fucking like them? Like you're like, oh, I don't like them. They're annoying. I don't like them. I just don't work. You know what I mean? It's like you're opposites and you just bounce and you
Yeah.
just ignore them. That's who I am. But some
So
of
you're
those
kind
people.
of. Are you Sheldon? Are you Sheldon without the
Oh, yeah.
brains?
Yeah.
That's okay. That sounds bad. He's supposed to be a genius. That's the point.
Yeah.
Are you a dumb Sheldon?
Sure. I'll take that as a compliment.
I would take that as a compliment too. I freaking love that show.
Oh man. Well, I'm trying to look through, see what else we have. Shady. I heard him laugh. Kasich, where are you hiding him?
Oh, it's my brother Shaddy, because he
Oh,
has a gaming
Shaddy.
channel too called. Yeah,
So-
it's called Swooshy Game.
You can tell how much I'm into gaming. I didn't even know that. Shaddy. I'm surprised there's not two D's. Like you would think Shaddy, but
No, it's supposed to be two D's, and my name Kareem Karem is supposed to have two E's, but my mom's Egyptian. She has a double lettering. It's supposed to be bad luck, because that makes sense. And so yeah, so then I ended up being called Karam for half my life. So
Karam. Oh god.
it's like substitute teachers. I'm like, I'm not coming to class. I'm not dealing with this. I'm
Karam.
not dealing with this Karam.
Karam Abdul-Jabbar.
Karam, is there a Karam here? No.
Karam. Well, have you ever been called Karen because they thought it was a typo?
Yeah, sometimes people are like, can I, like, if I give them my credit card, you don't look like a Karen. I'm like, it's Kareem. Shut up and don't make me put my license out, please. Life's a struggle, man. It's a struggle.
You're not the only Kareem I've ever seen spelled with just one E, though.
Yeah, it's probably because, I mean, it's a common thing, you know, where a lot of superstitious stuff is in the Middle East.
Oh, look at this. King Taz says, "Hey guys, it's getting late. Can we end the show?" He's trying to make fun of Matthew Santoro, who when he's part of the show, if it hits like at 10:30, he's like starting to get tired, even if we do a 2-hour show.
Oh, really? Matt, man, he's actually, I mean, I'm glad he's not annoying because, I mean, he's top 13 most growing out of the whole entire YouTubes right now.
Yeah.
Top 13, I think. Yeah, it's insane. Like, it's one of those situations where, and it's very rare that it happens, that you do almost everything right, and then at exactly one moment, it's just...
Well, he started to network with the right people and people that do similar things. It started with people that were big, that were, I kind of helped point him in that direction, and then he joined like a back-end little group who they all kind of help each other, and I think that's the way it should be. A community, shares your stuff, but fellow content creators that don't look at you as a threat, but rather something to help progress each other. I think that's great, and there should be more of that. What I've seen, the model on YouTube that kind of worked was like collab channels, and I think you've done when you did that Daily Fail one with us or whatever. I think you did a guest spot there, right? So collab channels work, but they're not doing collab channels necessarily. They might hop on each other's channel, but what they're doing is they come out with a new video, as long as it's not a daily vlogger and then somebody else who's only doing one video a week. It's not fair to like 7 videos. But if you pick one video a week that each of you likes, you kind of like it, comment, share, and make sure your feed actually publishes, and then you help each other out.
You actually have a community
not the same size
that I do that with.
See, let's say there's a channel with 1 million, a channel with 2.5 million, and then there's Matthew Santoro with 30,000. You don't know in 6 months where that channel with 30,000 is. So if you're frugal about sharing somebody that small, and then one day they just blow past you, they'll remember that you were selective and kind of hesitant and whatever. So treat them right. And I've always looked at YouTubers as content creators and creative people rather than, okay, you have 500,000 subscribers, you have 50,000. Okay, you're worthy of joining the show.
To be honest, a lot of times the numbers don't. I mean, obviously, talent, entertainment, it's all, a perception.
It does not reflect numbers necessarily.
It doesn't reflect. It almost never reflects.
And that's why I say there's politics involved, because there are people that are very good at kissing ass, there are people that are good at cheating the system, there are people that will pay their way through. Whatever it is, there are so many holes that you can get around, and I got exhausted trying to build a
Moonshine
channel.
looks really bored, but let's ignore her still. But I just thought it was funny. Keep going.
Nah, she does that. She gets quiet when she's like, all right, I'm bored. I don't want to talk about sports. I don't want to talk
I don't
about
want
you.
to talk about your
Oh,
sports or
God,
Egyptians.
just like
Well, hey,
listening
quick thing
to
though.
people bitch about YouTube, though. That's like the
listen,
number one thing that leads me
Hey,
bored.
hey, Moonshine, girl, I'm a guest here. Let me talk.
I love it.
Anyway, no, but seriously, like this is just to put this in perspective. Matt, like in this month on YouTube, I got 23,000 subscribers, and you know I'm super stoked about that. But Matt got that in 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
freaking beast mode, man.
on like Saturday and Sunday. He'll gain about 15,000, 16,000 a day, and then I'll go back down to like 9 to 12.
The crazy thing though is he is gonna. I mean, when summer hits, he's just. I mean, it's gonna like I don't even know. He's gonna be on the moon after.
No, I agree. It's gonna be good. You know, he deserves it. And you did kind of mention it where you said you could be doing the same thing for a while, and people think that if they're not blowing up, like it's gonna be an overnight success story when somebody.
Oh, please don't even get me started. Don't even get me started, bro.
If you have a database, if you have a collection of content you've been doing with similar integrity or content, then it's gonna thrive when you have people go, oh yeah, this guy's good, and there's plenty of examples of him being consistently good and then improving even.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of, I work with so many people in the gaming community. You just everyone tries to help each other, and just so many people. They have like 6 videos, and they're like, "How come I'm not the next PewDiePie?" I'm like, PewDiePie had like 1,000 videos before he even got any notoriety. You know, like
Yeah.
come on, stop. Everyone just wants it so fast.
Yeah, I when I was doing Scott a Minute, I kind of got caught up in wanting, you know, people to appreciate what I was doing on a daily basis. But I didn't get X amount of views, you know, several thousand, gain so many subscribers a day. I was disappointed. And then I was like, why the fuck do I care? I should not care. I should be doing this because I want to do it. And people with similar interests or care the way I do should kind of migrate towards that. And if they don't, they don't.
Did you do the Fiesta movement?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. You want to know something funny? Okay, so this is kind of about YouTube, but not anything at all. Okay, Moonshine, I love you with your peanut butter. Listen, I remember Rob was saying how he was making fun of Matt because Matt is like, you only promote people who are as big as you or whatever. And then the only reason I know who Rob was because Matt promoted him, and then I ended up watching his like, because that is seemingly strange or whatever that.
Oh yeah, his new seriously strange thing.
That's actually. I hope he just. If I wish he would just do that, because that's. I mean, I watched all those, and his other content was okay, but it didn't really keep me hooked because he has that like, kind of like over exaggerates like, he could be after you right now. You know, like I get that.
Yeah,
like,
and that's the thing about Rob. He started doing last April, actually, a year ago. I watched a couple of videos and I said, this guy's got a lot of potential and I like his personality. He came on and hit it off with our group, and then he really liked Dylan and a friend of mine who was on YouTube, and so then we all kind of drove out to Portland and hung out with him, and then you know he was trying to come up with other show ideas because he was doing the Facepalm Friday thing where it was like, you know, you just deal with things from Facebook that are just so bad. And that's kind of what he's kind of exhausted. He's like, I don't really like that as much, but it's working. When people want more and more and more of that, I know it's successful, but maybe it's time to do a lateral movement that could even go further. And that's when he really got into something that he's always enjoyed. And he happens to live in an area that's quite, you know, notorious for.
Have you guys seen it, right? You've seen it, Moonshine?
Oh yeah.
The only thing I don't like about it, and this is just me nitpicking, is that when he's done talking about something, it just like goes to black, and then it picks up with the title, with the next segment screen. Which I don't understand. Why doesn't it just go to the segment screen? I don't know why that bothered me, but
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. It bugs him when people don't do it. And I went to school for digital media technology, motion picture production, film. You know, I've dealt with that. And when a black slate is necessary, and he thinks it's effective doing that. Personally, I wouldn't do it either. There are times for it.
I understand that there's sometimes I've done that, but it's to create that mood, and I get it. But it's just so abrupt and just out of nowhere that it just, I don't know, it just always felt like he forgot to push it. And then when I saw it again, I was like, oh, okay, he's. But then again, it's just like I said, it's perception. Maybe if he likes it like that, it's his show. So whatever, it's working anyway. It's awesome.
I mean,
I didn't even really altogether notice it.
Oh, really? It's because you're not creative, but it's okay. I'm just kidding.
I love you.
Seriously, she's gonna be like, what?
I'm sorry, you made fun of peanut butter, and I'm still hurting. Okay, I'm still hurting.
Oh man, so Karam.
Fine. Hey, watch yourself. Scott Kid
we
Martin
got
on
we got a
TV.
comment here that I believe
Hey,
is from
Scooter.
Yes.
I'm drunk. No, I'm not drunk, but I will be.
You're getting closer. Look at it was red solo cup. Okay, go to the bathroom.
End up in bed at 8 o'clock.
All right. Here's a comment I believe for you, K-Sick. Been with you since 20,000 subscribers. I'm not sure which channel. That could mean several different years or channels.
Who is it? I know all my viewers. What's his name?
Taz Vortex.
Oh, it's my gaming channel. Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Taz, T-A-S, whatever. You commented on my Happy Wheels episode. It boosted up by 100 views in a day. Same thing with Maverick Bird. I love how you're so interactive with your viewers.
Oh,
that's
thanks,
cool.
man. Oh, what I do is I subscribe because the gaming community, a lot of people who watch you they also have gaming channels as well. So what I did was when I figured this out, I would just subscribe to pretty much everyone in my community. So this way, when I had time, when people posted videos, I could go on and like it, and I have my feeds public so people can see it. And I have a pretty decent connectivity with my Google Plus followers because I have like 20,000 of them in individual circles, so we can do secret like hangouts and stuff. And,
nice.
And it took forever to do that. I don't recommend it because you're gonna want to shoot yourself in the face. But I had no life, so I did it, and yeah, it's awesome. Thank you,
no, that's smart. I built up about 9,000 followers on Google Plus, and then when they forced me over to Google Plus, I couldn't use my profile. I had to create a page. I was like, this is bullshit. Why can't I use it? I don't know if it was connected to a different channel somehow that I wasn't aware of. I tried everything, and people were like, oh yeah, you can do it. Even Google's like, yeah, here's the steps. I'm like, no, this isn't working for me, and I'm not stupid with computers. So I don't get it. Anyway, I'm a little bitter about that.
The funny thing is, actually, when I was at Playlist, everyone was saying like, Google Plus is terrible, and I'm just sitting there in the audience like, if it wasn't for Google Plus, I would not have as a connected. It's one of those things where people don't understand it yet, and it's annoying it being forced on your throat.
It's great for technology and gaming. But if you're not into those communities, it's kind of just people have forced accounts, and it's kind of forcing a community.
That's annoying. That is annoying. It's just one of those
head
things
of
where
Google Plus stepped down. The head of Google Plus, who started everything and thought this was a genius idea, stepped down and resigned because it fell flat after 3-4 years of doing this. And
remember when Google Plus first came out? I was like, everyone was all the YouTubers at least were so excited about it, and then it ended up just kind of like.
Yeah.
Okay, Moonshine. You pick next topic before you kill yourself. Let's go.
What? No, I'm good. Let me just.
Okay, then let's talk
about how good we are. I'm good too.
The Houston crew says, "Love Matt." What's up, Derek? Philo the Man says, "What size shoes do you wear?" I guess Moonshine. What size shoe do you wear? Or is that too personal as well?
You're funny. I wear a shoe size 8.
8.
I have large.
8 women.
Large girl feet. Yes.
I like how. And how about you, Kasich?
It depends on the brand. Sometimes 10, sometimes 11.
Okay, that makes sense. Caesar G, Calix 21 on Twitter says, "Way to creep on Moonshine." Just saying. Okay. For me, I wear a size 11.5, but like he said, it varies for me anywhere from 11 to 12, I'd say. And if I can fit into a 10.5 if it's a wider shoe because I have a wide foot.
Can you, Scott? I'm sorry, it's totally off topic, but that hat. So, can you rap? That hat looks like you can rap.
No, I'll leave that up to you.
No, bro. Moonshine texted me just now. She goes, "Wow, you're not gonna believe this, but Scott, this guy can rap like it's nobody's tomorrow, and I want to see the tomorrow."
No, I'm good.
Take it.
I don't want to rap. I don't want to sing. I'm kind of, I'd like to consider myself a Simon Cowell. I'm a hell of a critic, but I'm not one that he doesn't get asked to sing, so I shouldn't.
Oh wait, hold on. Moonshine. So Scott just texted me. He said that you actually are an amazing rapper. You could spit it like nobody's yesterday. And if you could just throw that out there, that'd be cool. Is she
Should I
going
cue
for
the
it?
crickets?
Sorry, I had a thought in my head, but I'm definitely not drunk enough to bust out some Wild Wild West.
Oh, she almost did it too. Okay,
Freaking
so
Wild Wild West, that's my jam.
Come on, just do it. I did rap god.
No.
I haven't even practiced in like 10,000 years.
Habbo Hotel is apparently a virtual world. It opened in 2005, and it was the shit.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know.
And then Samuel says it was a chat room with virtual rooms, currency, and furniture made 3D using isometric art, and it was popular around the same time as Run Escape. Okay. Lost me.
Lost me too. I don't know where we are.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Oh, by the way, you guys were supposed to do a rap.
Wait, did you just say Rune Escape? You mean RuneScape?
No, I said Run Escape. I just assumed it was that.
Run Escape. The whole internet's upset with you right now. The whole internet.
What? It's RuneScape?
RuneScape.
No. We're kidding, bro. It's Run
It's like
Escape.
a
We should go to
rune.
a convention and be like, who here wants to play Run Escape? Anybody? Just me.
Shut the hell up. Okay, here's some troll, Road to Bestiality. He's watching every week. He said, how does Scott manage to achieve such high levels of masculinity? It's a bro hat.
Road to Bestiality is not a troll. I love that guy.
I know, no, he really is.
Because
9/11 emo skater says, I say Kasich and Moonshine meet up for a battle.
Yeah, son. What kind of battle? With a knife or a vocals?
I think they mean Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, dude, you're adorable. Literally, this is exactly what this from. And if I give my little Shady, can you go with me for a minute? I'll get my little proof here. Come here, Shady. Come on, swoosh. Okay. This is what's been happening for the past 8 years. Everyone goes, "Oh, you think you're good at Smash? That's cool. Let's play. Let's play a match." And they maybe get one life off of me, and they go, "One more time. Don't you lie on camera, sucker." We'll do one more time. And then sometimes I made some good money from it, which is really exciting. And I also beat my whole class. We had at the end of
Saying no behind you. Jetty's like, no.
Why do you keep lying to people with this story?
Don't be a little prick.
Literally, if he could beat a level 9 computer, it would probably be a good day for him.
You're gonna find out I'm never gonna promote him again because of this nonsense.
He is really good at Super Smash Brothers. He's undefeated for the past 8 years, I believe. Now that I think about it.
That's it. Do I have any proof? Too bad I don't have any proof on. Oh, I think I do actually.
You have like a 7-second clip.
Oh, good.
So Ben Travelin, Rob says that PC games outsold console games last year.
Oh, that was an article that just came out. PC gaming.
I did not know that.
Revenue.
Okay,
Revenue.
here's a question. Here's a question for Moonshine and Kasich. Who is your favorite YouTuber?
It depends. Like in the gaming community, I like Markiplier mainly because of how much he gives back. I'm also in love with the Vlog Brother, and Scott Kid Martin. And Moonshine is probably my least favorite YouTuber. She's a little pretentious for my taste, but
So pretentious. It's nothing but fart jokes and boob honks over on my channel.
I know,
Just
right?
Screams and box wine. Pretentious.
she gets
So
it.
Moonshine, I mean, we kind of know that PewDiePie is like your all-time favorite. So who are some of your?
Well, I mean, he just makes me giggle my ass off, like an all-time favorite.
You like people who scream and post a lot of videos. That's cool.
Yeah.
So
I like people who make me laugh. Oh.
okay, who else makes you laugh?
You're gonna love my content, girl. Go to www.youtube.com/KSigGames or K6 Faces, and you're gonna have a great time and maybe get AIDS. I don't know.
Fabulous. Like the AIDS, like people who will go get me coffee, the good kind of AIDS.
This ain't something. It's not gonna be.
Wait, dude, it's nothing but South Park references all night, man.
So for me, I would say Devin Supertramp for cinematography.
You cut me off, sir.
Oh well, then keep going. I mean,
I was going to. Gall. I've been really into Flula lately. Every time you ask me about like a recommendation, I DJ Flula all about it.
Are you really holding a box wine right now?
I yes, of course.
Let's see it. Is that your favorite kind? Crisp white.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know that's my favorite kind.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Wow, it sounds like she's pissing right now. Okay.
I know, I'm disturbed.
Other YouTubers like more cinematic for me would be Olin Rogers, Michael Oranda, and even some of who else? For daily vloggers, I would say, I don't really
Daily Grace. I
watch.
love Daily Grace.
Yeah, I mean, yes, Daily Grace. You got to understand her sense of humor, and it is a little different in person. But either way, she's very dry and awesome.
Her original. Oh my God, she makes me laugh so hard. And then the one time I met her, I was like wearing this nail polish, like shitty style nail polish, and she was like, "Oh, I really like that color," and I was like, "Yeah, I didn't realize it was gonna like match the wristband," and she was like, "You've got your shit together. Quit bragging."
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great. I really love
good.
Grace. She's a
Yeah.
down-to-earth, humble,
Yeah,
nice
just
girl. A lot quieter.
Mary Hart, I love her too.
Yeah,
God,
they get along so well.
You're
They-
stuck up. Stuck up. Stuck up. Stuck up.
They're fun, dude. Okay, I like to drink, so I obviously can't have anything bad to say about them because we all like to drink.
Ooh, look at me.
At the
I
end of the
like
day.
to perpetuate my alcoholism. I'm so cool. Ugh, grow up. It's my trash talking before we play Smash.
I like, as far as like daily vloggers, so Charles Trippy's a friend of mine. I can't watch every one of them, but when I go back and watch one, it reminds me that like he lives such a crazy life. As he's part of a band and he travels and he's got his dogs and he's dealing with issues right now in his personal life. But
Watch Us Live and Stuff? Anybody? No?
who?
Watch Us Live and Stuff? Anthony and his wife? Or his soon-to-be wife?
I don't know them, but
You know Smosh? Come on!
BF versus GF. I remember before they even started in 2010 when I was about to start the Scott a Minute thing. They thought that was a genius idea, and they started to like.
I remember those days. I remember that actually. I think we talked about that at VidCon with them, right?
Yeah, and then they went from like 13,000 on their BF GF channel and 30,000 and 300,000 on Prank vs. Prank to like 3, 4, 5, 6 million. And now, and then they started doing the daily thing all the time, inspired by Charles and Shay Carl. I don't watch a lot of theirs because they were longer. Now they're shorter. There's about 10, 15 minutes. But when I want to be kind of inspired on what family should be like, and I came from a big family, it's great to watch them. You can't go wrong. And then guys that are doing Knives Nose, he and his wife and kids. It's just. Daily vloggers are good.
Whoa! I have another one, and this is a smaller YouTuber. I've got one under 100K. Her name is Shaney Has No Pals is the YouTube channel.
Shaney Has No Pals.
Shaney, like her name is Shane, like the dude's name SHAIN, but it's Shaney Has No Pals. It's this girl. This girl is one of those like. Her personality just shines through on the camera.
On the camera?
On the
camera. Oh, wait, hold on, guys. Hold on. I found it. Hold on. Ready? This is Moonshine. Moonshine's Ganondorf in this situation. Are we ready? Here we go. Oh, she's getting worked right now. Oh! Wow, shoot, son! Oh, no, she's out of here!
Damn, on fire.
I'm just saying... 123 damage in 3 seconds. I mean, but if you can compete with that, that's cool. That's. I'm a little fart. I apologize.
I can't compete with that. I don't even know what that means.
Kirby can take that kind of damage.
Kirby. you might as well just be Jigglypuff and start sleeping on everybody, sucker.
Here's another question.
Well, you know what? Jigglypuff also has that like baller flying thing. Like,
dude, Jigglypuff. I've seen some people, man, just freaking insane with Jigglypuff.
But Jigglypuff is just a Kirby with a bad haircut.
No, Jigglypuff is just Kirby with a bad haircut.
Dude, because people would be like, "Oh, that's a sweet Jigglypuff tattoo you have," and I'd be like, "No."
No, it's not. It's Kirby. What, Shaddy?
The question here from Cheyenne is, I asked Scott like 2 months ago, but Kasich and Moonshine, what are your favorite 80s movie, or what is your favorite 80s movie? For me, it's The Goonies, probably. And then, Karate Kid was up there, and Rockies.
Hey, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt the question, but what's your name? Moonshine. Your boyfriend actually just played Super Smash Brothers today with Marcia.
Oh, you're talking about PewDiePie.
Yeah.
I did watch that, actually.
I thought it just came out. My brother just told me. PewDiePie.
So now answer the question.
I really enjoyed Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Beetlejuice is another classic of mine. Let's see. Real Genius was great. Did what is the name of that movie? It's got Gina Davis in it, so it had to be an 80s movie, right? Or did she make movies in the 90s too? Or was it just the 80s? It had Jeff Goldblum in it. It was called Earth Girls Are Easy. That's it. Do you remember that one? It had the most popular Wayans brother and Jim Carrey and Jeff Goldblum as furry monochrome aliens. No, primary colors. That's what they were. And Gina Davis is like a crazy lonely house. That movie was awesome. And Jeff Goldblum never looked better.
Well, we're Kasich is a little younger than us, so.
Wait, how old are you guys?
Younger than me.
Just gonna say, Scott, you don't lump me in with you.
I know. You're not
as
old as me.
How old are you guys?
I'm 25.
I'm 25 too. So look at us.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm Egyptian and I have my mom's genes and I don't age.
In 30 days, I will be 32.
Oh, that's not bad. I think I don't know. I have a weird perception of time. If I'm healthy, that's all that matters to me. I feel like you can enjoy life at any age. It's not really.
Yeah, I mean, age is a number, but it certainly measures your lifespan. I mean, you know that you're getting closer to the end when you start thinking about higher numbers. But
I don't know. The way I look at it is that I didn't mind the 7 billion years I didn't exist. I don't think I'm gonna mind after I die and I no longer exist. I don't think I wasn't existing before I was born. Going, damn it. It sucks. I just didn't exist. So.
I like that. That's good. That's true. Okay, so here's a question from your viewer, Vortex. He says, Kasich, would you ever consider doing a meetup with viewers along with Moonshine and Scott? That would be pretty cool.
I would definitely do a meetup, not with Moonshine or Scott just because I don't like them, but I figured I'd kind of come here and collect the views and subscriptions and see ya. No, I don't know. Scott doesn't like to go to freaking VidCon or Playlist because he's a little Rick.
Well, you'll probably see Moonshine then.
Oh, are you going, Moonshine?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can do a meetup with me and Moonshine, and I'll talk like Scott, and I'll bring the visor.
Oh, you bastard. I've got extra ones. You want me to send you one?
Yeah. And sign it too, so I can give it away.
No, you need to start selling them on your Spreadshirt, but they need to say "I'm a douche," just right across.
I do have districtlines.com/Scott K. Martin. There are some shirts up there. Some of them aren't even mine. They're ones that
with his own face on them, no less.
Yeah, that one they're like $5. I've been trying to get rid of them for free, basically. I don't know how many people are watching right now, but I feel I have to say this. Everyone in this room, whether you like these type of movies or not, you have to go watch The Fault in Our Stars because John Green wrote it. And yeah, it's not going to be out for another year and a half, but... No, it comes out... this summer, right? Yeah, it comes out... No, it comes out in June of this year, actually. Okay, I guess I was thinking 2015. I thought it was... Yeah, no, it's coming out very soon, and... I know there's a lot of buzz about it, but I mean, it's also from... I'm so excited, because... Best-selling author.
Yeah, it's what the fuck would they need, all that extra time for? Crazy special effects,
They had a trailer.
No, but, I mean, I love John, and I'm friends with Hank, and I really want it to do very well, so everyone, go watch it, whether you like it or not. I think more people are friends with Hank because he's, I don't want to say less busy, but he's just, John's in a different world, really. I mean, it's hard to... He's very on top of,
I would never be able to be friends with Hank because he's just too cute. I can't. No,
Hank actually is really... insanely busy 24/7.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
because John's so busy. Hank's the one that basically has to organize and coordinate almost everything. Not that they don't have a share in workload, but John's, I mean, he's doing his thing, and they're both nerd fighters. They're both big.
Nerd criteria.
Yes, they're great. I like them both, and
I know.
hanging out backstage. In 2011, when I was with TV.
The coolest thing about them, though, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. The coolest thing about them, though, it's the level of respect everyone has for them because they do everything right. If that makes any sense,
Yeah, no, absolutely. I definitely. It's hard to really compete with that, and it blows my mind what they've accomplished.
Why would you ever need to compete? I don't understand.
No, you don't have to.
It's like
a lot of you have to admit, Moonshine. You've compared yourself to other people. Even if you don't want to, you have. Don't say that you haven't.
Well, sure, but that doesn't mean I'm competing with them.
Okay, here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. There is no competition on YouTube because there's no cap to the amount of people you can subscribe.
I just want to say.
So there is no competition.
Okay, hold on. In the gaming community, at least, there is a sense of competition with a lot of the bigger channels, and I work with
Well, that's because it's games. You play them against each other. That's literally the point of games.
It's not that. It's just that a lot, especially now in today's world, there's so many people subscribing to so many channels that if you're doing something and you're not doing it great, if someone else is doing it better than you, you're just gonna slowly fade away. So some people do perceive everything.
And I guess being one of a very, very, very few amount of strippers on YouTube.
You got this, girl. You got this.
Right. And the closest person that I've gotten compared to really is Jenna Marbles, and I'm sure she'd be pissed about that because she was like, I was not a stripper. And I was like,
she likes your videos, actually. She told me yesterday.
Who?
Jenna Marbles was like, "Oh, are you friends with Moonshine? I adore her and her peanut butter hating ways, and how bad she is at Super Smash Brothers. I love that, and the fact that she's obsessed with Tyler."
I would be really concerned if that was true.
Yeah, you shouldn't be concerned. You should be excited, girl. Jump on the next plane to Cali, because that's where everyone's going.
I am in California.
My bad. I didn't know that.
Fail.
Why does he hide? What's he afraid of?
Somebody sent me a video of hamsters eating burritos, mini.
Oh, I love when hamsters eat burritos. Dude. Top 10 favorite things to watch on the internet.
Shut up.
No, seriously, it's really compelling.
But it's called I don't know, hamsters eating something weird.
Sounds
burritos. Pretty crazy. Okay.
Wait, you guys didn't let me answer what movies I liked from the
Go
80s.
ahead.
No one said The Breakfast Club. No one said Ferris Day Off. I think that was 90.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Bueller's Day Off. And
whatever, dude. I can't pronounce it. I'm Egyptian. Give me a break. Back to the Future. I think was 80.
Oh, Back to the Future. Yeah. How did we miss that one? Shit.
Because you guys are
I
noobs.
was never a huge fan.
You're probably looking at a list of top movies from the 80s, so you're just pulling them out of your ass now. Yeah, your eyes are shifting everywhere, buddy. Okay,
bro.
Those are pretty obviously good. I was trying to think of something outside,
what the fuck? What year did Rocky Horror Picture Show come out? I love that one.
What year did Rocky Balboa come out? I like that franchise.
The first one was in 78 or.
Oh, was Rocky was in the 70s?
It was, yeah. But it was
the first one was in the 70s. And then,
one.
remember, there were 5, and then Rocky Balboa.
But before that
right.
was the porn.
Oh, Karate Kid! Karate Kid.
Italian Stallion.
The Italian Stallion. He's forward.
Karate Kid.
Oh, okay. So there's a question. Decide to let me know. I have a question for Moonshine in case. Okay, Dimitri, get your camera ready. I'm going to bring you on for 3 minutes, and ask your questions. I just don't like having people linger on here because it gets really awkward when they just sit there and watch rather than participate. So, and I know it can be intimidating when you don't necessarily know these people in person or how to use the program. But Dimitri, I'm going to send you a message on Twitter. Go ahead and tweet at me, and I will get you the link. So in the meantime, I want to ask you guys a question. What is a channel?
Nice glasses. Say it again, bro.
I want you to give a channel recommendation.
A channel recommendation.
Wait,
Just
wasn't
off the
that
top
our
of your
favorite? Wasn't that our favorite YouTubers?
No, because those are pretty odd. I was talking about somebody that could be smaller. It could be, under 100,000 subscribers.
Oh, well, I already did that too, but I'll do it again.
Okay, that's true. Why don't you repeat it then?
Her name is Shaney? Yeah, I don't know her personally, but Connor Manning actually showed me her channel, and I fell in love immediately. It's youtube.com/ShaneyHasNoPals, and if you comment on her videos, please tell her Moonshine sent you, because I would love to be friends with this girl. And I think she's hilarious. She's Canadian. I think, yes, I know that. I don't know why I said I think, but I don't know. She makes me laugh like a motherfucker, so she definitely deserves a shitload more subscribers.
I would love to link her. I'll probably forget the link, so if you can send it to me later in the chat or whatever, I will get that up. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen from Las Vegas, Charles, Satan, Michael. What's going on, big guy?
Can you hear me okay?
Oh yeah. Are you on your iPad?
Yes, I am. I haven't pulled my computer out of the box yet because I just haven't. I've been doing other stuff.
But it did arrive. It arrived on Monday.
Everything, yeah, it was here waiting for me, and I'll tell you something. Like I said, I had no preconceived notions about the place, and really enjoying, the last, what has it been, 48 hours, something like that. When did I get here? When the fuck did I leave? Oh, Monday morning. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, last 2 days or so.
About 50-something hours ago, then, right?
Yeah. So I still adjusting, kind of on Tokyo time for a little while, and that'll change probably in the next day or so. But it's only like, even you don't think that 3 hours is gonna fuck you up, and then you're like, why am I exhausted? And it's 10 o'clock. Oh right, you know what I mean. So I'm still at that point, but it's been very, very cool, and doing the stuff you got to do. Transferring over licenses and things like that, and went out and had dinner with some friends the other night. Got to go a bunch of shit this weekend, so hopefully everything will be cool. What's up, Moonshine?
Nothing.
Can we all just ask Moonshine if you could just stop breathing obnoxiously into the mic? That would be just fantastic for everyone, I think, in this chat.
He's got headphones, so he can probably hear it more than I can.
I can. Yeah. I'll tell you what, dude, I was going to let her keep doing it because that's the closest I'm going to get to her breathing in my ear anyway, so I'll just go with it. So I don't know.
See, and that's the problem. That's why I think that this microphone is broken, because I have to be, like, really
No, what it is this. Are you on a Mac or are you on PC?
Definitely a PC.
Okay.
I was about to say, don't call yourself a gamer and tell me you're working on a Mac, you fake.
Absolutely not. No.
Okay.
No.
No, I get it. What
also, I'm starting to get drunk, and so like this is where I just want to be.
What
Sounds really good.
What microphone are you using?
I don't know. Somebody sent it to me.
Pick it up in front of the camera if you can, please.
I'm pretty sure it's the same mic that Rob has.
Yes.
Samson.
I didn't say
C01U.
Well, then why don't you talk to Rob about the settings for vocals? Because you've got that's a mic that both sides.
There's no settings. There's not a switch on this goddamn thing.
There's got to be something.
Hang on a second, Scotty. Moonshine, turn the mic around so that you're talking real quick.
It records laterally, so on either side of this, I should be good.
Now, bring that closer to you, not too close.
I can't. It's on a big stand.
Okay.
This is not the time for this.
Pointing towards you like a cardio.
Turn it around the other way.
Everyone's leaving, guys.
This is not the time for this.
Talk into the.
We're supposed to be being entertaining.
Yeah, try talking into the side that has the.
Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna turn on my other mic, and you guys.
I think it's a lost cause because she doesn't know
and it's gonna sound way worse. And I don't even have my earbuds in, so I can't hear. I can't even hear your earbuds because my earbuds aren't in, so you're like preaching out of deaf ears.
She's talking over you because she can't hear you. She doesn't have
I know. Yeah, it's not that she's drunk or anything.
I recommend.
More than likely, you usually have to talk to the side that has the light on. That's why I was.
I recommend the Rode Podcaster mic. It's really amazing.
It is nice.
I had this sent to me for free, so that's why.
Wow. Look at me.
No, it's nice. It's not the quality moonshine.
Yeah, it's a gain issue. It's a good microphone.
Yeah.
I turned it all the way up in its settings.
Nice.
That's
It-
weird. That's weird then, because I know that
Right,
that microphone you should sound awesome.
It's a second-hand mic. That's what I'm telling you. I think it's broken.
I don't think
It was
so.
broken. I don't think we'd hear you because Scotty's trying to fix that mic that I had that I dropped.
Yeah.
And if you kind of jiggle it, it sort of works, and then it gives you that, and that was all you could get. So, I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe that fucker did. Maybe he sent you some bullshit. You need a receipt on this stuff.
Perhaps, but yeah, right. A receipt for free stuff. So
Prove that you bought
Chucky,
this in.
Chucky, this is Kareem. This is Kasich. He
What's going on, man?
He's a gamer and a rapper and all sorts of stuff. He's an online personality like us, and he watched a couple episodes and said, "Hey, I would love to join you guys."
You know how I found it? Let me just tell you guys how I found the show, okay?
Yes.
So I was watching Matt's videos, and of course his little crack cocaine face, I couldn't stop watching, so I watched like 4 of them. And then he promoted Rob, so then I went over to Rob's page, and then I don't know how after one of Rob's videos, it showed a picture of you, Scott. And I was like, oh, what has Scott been doing? So then I went to your page, and it's like, let your Google hang out. And I was like, what's this about? And then I put it on, and I watched it for like 2 hours, mainly because, well, obviously Charles is the only one with talent on the show, but I figured I'd still watch the whole thing. And I'm just sucking up.
This is what I've been telling you. This is what I've been telling people, dude. When you so you do gamer videos too?
Yeah. I actually.
Which do you have a game that you specialize in or anything that you like to play?
No.
Or concentrate on?
He likes to fake Super Smash Brothers footage. Is what he likes to do.
Okay, Charles, this is what happened because you were gone.
She's
absolutely terrible at Super Smash Brothers. It's a fighting game if you haven't played it. And I've been undefeated for 8 years. And
really?
She's upset because it's like she's never been around people with talent. And it's really intimidating.
Which is
her.
what Which is what I keep telling her. Did you start out as a gaming channel?
No. I've actually been on YouTube since early 2007. It's been my thing since then. I had my original page was called K6 Faces, and believe it or not, actually back in the old YouTube days, I think it was in 2010, my channel was like the 305th most subscribed. But
nice.
from there, it kind of I was very young at the time. I didn't kind of understand it still, but I thought I did, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't paying attention.
I feel that way about life.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's a learn as you go.
It's a work in progress.
A work in progress. And so I wasn't keeping track of my analytics, and eventually the page slowly kind of flatlined. So I wanted to do something fun, so I created the gaming channel, and I got lucky and built this really awesome community. So that's where I am right now.
Have you noticed that the changes that we had talked about before with content ID and shit like that, has that put a damper on your channel, or was that just a lot of nothing?
It makes sense. A lot of my friends, especially in the gaming community, it's very tough. I got lucky. I'm with a company that they're called Divi Networks, and they really believed in my channel, so they put me as a managed channel. So I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. They take care of it for me. But it is just because I haven't had to personally deal with it, it still hurt the community as a whole, and it really does suck. And just because, again, it didn't happen to me, doesn't mean I didn't feel it. Because the gaming community is something. It's like a very connected. We all kind of help each other out. And it really, one of my friends actually, with my same name, got his whole page deleted.
Damn.
Yeah, his Nintendo just freaking went to town on all his videos, and his page is gone now.
What is it about a video game that you lean most towards? You like a game that does what for you? What is it about the experience?
I like a game that can immerse me fully into a new world, and that's why I primarily do virtual reality stuff on my page, mainly because it's so immersive and I feel like it can bring me into a new place. But I like things that are so compelling, people like artists that are so talented that are able to draw you into this amazing world that isn't real, but they can make you feel like it is.
So when you
what's the last game you clocked over 100 hours in?
That's not Super Smash. That doesn't count though. I don't know. That's a weird. The thing is, okay, this is why this question is hard to answer. So I've been doing the gaming page for about 5 months now, and now, like all the time, it's like it kind of consumed my life. So most of the games I played are for the
Okay,
channel.
so okay. So when I say have played over 100 hours, like that game that compelled you to play that 100 hours. 'Cause 100
I'm not
hours.
sure what happened. Well,
100 hours is a long time, and
Right.
like doing it for work is one thing, but having that game that you play it for 8 hours and you're like, oh crap, like 8 hours just went by. Like, am I serious right now? And then you go to bed like begrudgingly, and then you wake up the next day and you're just like, I need to play the game some more.
Me and my brother are like those annoying people who have to collect everything. So I mean, even Mario can turn into a 100-hour game. Because you're trying to get all the stars and all the freaking top poles, and freaking that Star World never ends if you played it.
Do you think a virtual type of game, virtual reality games, when they become better, do you think that they're just going to eclipse everything and that's where it's all going to go?
I mean, with the Oculus Rift, because that's what I primarily do, it's 100% the future. And Moonshine hasn't experienced it properly, apparently. But, bro, I honestly, sometimes I get so lost in there. I mean, it's insane. It's one of those things where, I mean, especially if you follow it, there's so many innovative ideas that are coming out. It's just insane. And it's very exciting too.
But you know how people say people can get lost in World of Warcraft, and people's like, "Where's so and so?" Wow, and they're just doing that. Do you think that as the virtual reality gets better, that you're going to start seeing that, just people like trading reality for that?
There's so many simulation type things that are already out, especially in Japan, that kind of wants you never to leave the virtual system. And I'm guessing you haven't used it, but if you're ever able to use the Oculus, especially the newer ones that have positional tracking, it does not feel like you have a screen in front of you. It literally feels like you are in this world. And I was so excited, and I'm gonna punch you in the face with your breathing, Moonshine. Stop it.
It's not even showing that I'm making any noise.
That's how good that microphone is.
Yeah, exactly. That's how amazing that microphone is. But no, Charles, seriously, if you ever get a chance to experience it, it's one of those things where I can sit here and talk about it for 3 hours, but once you use it yourself, you understand kind of where everything is going to be going.
Let me tell you what the inside of a vagina feels like, and then we'll compare my reality to yours and see which one's better. Go out and get laid. You're starting to scare me. Do you think that they will get to the point where there'll be actually virtual reality that simulates sex?
No, there is actually. There is in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, there is in Japan.
Well, of course, because every time I think I've become completely morally bankrupt, I watch Japanese porn, and I'm like, well, I never thought of that.
What happens is...
I need to weigh in on this whole virtual reality thing.
No, we don't hear your opinion because you don't know anything. Okay?
Why? Because I'm a girl? Seriously?
No,
are we really going to go there? Are we serious?
You're on your own. Dude, you're on your own. You're on your own. I'm out.
Never underestimate people's want to not look dorky while doing things. And wearing large, hardware on your head is the epitome of the dorky.
And it's one of those things where I think a lot of... what's that noise?
Who does, indeed.
Anyway, it's one of those things where it's like what Steve Jobs says, a lot of people don't know what they want until they have it. And I refuse to believe. I mean,
then he made the iPad Mini.
I'm not saying...
That doesn't make any sense. You're literally... What? Why would you talk about Mac stuff? You were just bad-mouthing Mac a second ago.
I did not badmouth Mac.
If you're a gamer, you do it.
Thank you. Usually when the opposing party is losing, they try to manipulate what the other person said to get some gain in momentum, but...
It's true.
Girls. No, you're both pretty. Now, come on.
Thank you.
All right. So, anyway, talking about the Japanese porn.
Yeah.
And how it doesn't surprise anybody that the virtual sex would come out of there. Is that something that you think could be an even greater danger to society?
I honestly, it's funny you said that.
Does it have the potential for that? I'm just curious as to what you think with the whole virtual, because I've actually known people who have lost friends to World of Warcraft.
Yeah. No,
and if this is way beyond Warcraft.
It is. It's something that I thought about. I talked with a few people, and I do think it's gonna be
decision time.
It's gonna have a lot of negative stuff attached with it, but I think it'll also be able to do a lot of beautiful things. But there, especially with new technology, it's I guess we'll see. But yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty.
And how
Yeah,
far
yeah.
out are we from that? Moonshine, K, what are we talking about before that's a thing?
Well, the Oculus Rift is pretty much already a thing, and it's not even out yet. I mean, Facebook just bought it for $1 billion.
So are we talking
And,
within 5 years?
I would say.
I don't. Yeah, but who the fuck? Like what? Why? Like that? As everybody like the internet
wait, hold on.
shit
Can
itself.
we-
The internet shit itself when Facebook. What?
Well, given how
Can
their
we-
stock is performing, I'm shocked too. But what you were saying, Kay, go.
If we could just have Moonshine favorite this video so she can watch it in 5 years and feel kind of silly, that'd be fantastic.
Oh! Let me get some beer for
I can
that
hear-
burn.
Oh
Yeah, she gone.
it's one of those.
What's with the moonshine, with the love and nothing, more
No,
love
no,
and less hating?
No, she's a sweetheart. She's a
I
sweetheart.
know, she's a good kid.
I
She thinks she
get-
knows a lot about video games. She's
Yeah,
okay.
she doesn't.
She's
an
okay.
amateur.
She's
in
okay.
the middle. I'm sorry, but if you're a gamer and you have used the Oculus, and do not see the potential. I mean, it is being utilized in the medical field, in the science field.
Yeah,
even in
but I'll tell you
even in
something,
education.
motherfucker. You get me some Wii bowling, and I'm a spare making motherfucker. I'm like, oh, I talk shit to the game too. I'm like, oh, where your
That's
friends
so
at?
funny.
Where your friends at? Oh,
Watch the way I can move this moat.
Oh, have you ever had it like this before? I'm that guy with Wii, so that's why I'm hoping to have that soon, and I'm just gonna be like, what's up, Strike? That's me. That's as far as I can go.
Wait, wasn't there someone coming on the show, Scott?
Yeah, but he never tweeted at me, so people don't follow instructions. I ignore it.
Oh, I was like,
oh
waiting.
yeah. Is it me or Scott look like he just get off a golf course?
Yeah, we made fun of him earlier, so it's.
God bless you for it.
And
Scotty,
I kind of made fun of myself. Yeah, what's up?
how you doing?
How you doing? I like these lights, man. I actually have one turned
Are
on
they good?
right now in
Yeah.
my room.
I saw that picture you said.
That was literally 2 minutes of setup, or maybe 3.
Really? That was
Yeah.
the thing about it because I get some lights when I was doing some videos and I had no natural lighting. I come to Vegas, I give them the lights, I sell them off to Scotty and Maddie because I'm gonna have tons of natural light. Lighting in this fucking place sucks. I'm just gonna say.
Oh,
So- but it's okay. But it's like I said, I'm not gonna have the natural lighting I thought I was gonna have. Beautiful home though, and I'm happy. Don't get me wrong, but I was like, how am I? Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It's not gonna be an issue. But you should see the look on my face when I come in. I was like, yeah, no lights.
Was that your first thing that you scoped out?
It's I was exhausted when I came in, and yesterday was out and doing stuff and out late meeting people and everything. Then come back here and had to deal with stuff. I was tired, so it wasn't a question of that. I was like, I'll deal with it later. But there
looks
should
really
be
nice,
enough. There should be enough. But surprisingly clean city, Scotty. Surprisingly clean. That's one
I
of the
was
things
there-
I like about it. Yeah.
I was there in December and pleasantly surprised.
Pardon me, brother?
I said I was there in December and I was pleasantly surprised.
No, what did Kay say?
Thanks, man. Let me talk, dude. No, but for real, where did you move to?
Vegas.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. Oh, dude. And it's now that I wish that I had solidified a stronger online relationship with Las Vegas Barbie, because if anything cool happens, I'll be like, hey, I'm playing here. Boom, I'm playing there. I hardly know her, and it just pisses me off. I was like, oh man, I wish I'd stayed in closer contact with her. So I'd be like,
Oh,
Barbie,
really?
I'm coming
Like-
out. Come out and do the show.
I heard Moonshine works up there.
Moonshine's a universal experience. It don't matter. That girl can go anywhere and make friends. It doesn't fucking matter.
That's good. That's a good quality.
She be in Namibia, and
I have
people will
never
be all
actually
like,
been to Vegas.
Really? I've been, but when I was a kid, I was in the car, so it was bad parenting. Don't smile. I was traumatized.
and the downward spiral begins.
And the downward spiral for attention on YouTube began.
I'll show you. Can't make a living playing video games,
I'll
huh?
prove you wrong, Dad. Why never you loved me? You didn't love me.
The difference between him and Blade, it just cracks me up.
Who?
Oh, I was talking about my roommate only usually plays.
Oh, gotcha.
You're not into the Call of Duty world?
No, I'm not. Not me.
Good for you.
But no, Chucky referenced that. You're probably like, who? No, it's a different. I mean, there's so many games out there. It's hard to, I mean, they don't all know each other.
That's the question. Do the first-person shooters are they more popular than what you're talking about, or what's the breakdown, Moonshine? Who's playing what?
Why are you asking Moonshine?
Because I'm trying to bring her back into the conversation. She knows a lot about video games.
Let's hear it, girl.
As far as what gamers are playing?
Yeah, what is it? Is it a greater percentage of people who are like, we lean towards first-person shooters, or is it the immersion games like the other type of game like Kay was talking about? What are people playing?
The other type, first-person shooter.
I don't know.
The other type.
Whatever. The other kind. Pong. The kill and the breakout. I hear Galaga is going to be huge too.
Oh, I love Galaga. I'm so good at Galaga. Oh my god, though.
Yeah, when it first came out.
I have a Galaga shirt around here somewhere.
When it first came out, we were like, "Oh, you can move this fucking thing faster." Oh, you could do. It was like, oh, thank God. Yeah.
Yeah, when my dad brought me an Atari, I was really happy.
It always cracks me up. People talk about the games, and I'm like, yeah, I remember playing I have to lay down quarters to play that fucking game, so, talk away. What do you want to know about it? No, that's the reason I don't game. I was part of that group of people, Kay, who played all those video games coming up.
I would say that there's dedicated, I guess, fandoms, for lack of a better term, for a lot of different kinds of gaming.
What's the highest percentage right now?
But out of sheer popularity.
But I would hate to admit that it probably is the first-person shooters.
Okay, out of sheer popularity, it is first-person shooters.
Yeah.
It's so much so taking over the whole industry that games like Resident Evil that were based solely on different mechanics have totally switched what they were doing to kind of conform to the masses to make more revenue, rather. And yeah, it's another thing. While people are so excited about virtual reality, is because they say
because you'll be able to shoot people more realistically.
I was just curious about that. I mean, is this going to be like if when you get into the first-person shooter, total immersion, virtual reality thing?
That actually scares me. I was
really just wondering how would you play that, because for the actual movement involved. Running, jumping.
Do you realize that there was an episode of The X-Files based on this exact scenario?
Did it come out in the 90s?
It was called, probably, but not by much. Like 99, 2000.
Yeah, right in the end.
It's called First Person Shooter, and it's about a virtual reality system that's so real that people start dying for real.
Really? I absolutely adored all the virtual reality movies of the 90s because they were so bad.
It's not a movie. The X-Files was a TV show.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. I'm just kind of going off, yeah. Sorry, I never saw that. I know it was a TV show.
Go to Netflix. Go to Netflix right now.
Charles,
you leave. I'm going to kick you out of this broadcast. I'm going to block you from this broadcast. You need to go and watch this on Netflix and just be like, no, my whole worldview is a sham.
I'm watching right now. I'm watching it right now.
Oh, wow. Oh, God. Did he just eat an elephant? Are you... that's just not realistic. I'm done. That, guys. That show was a joke.
I know, right? Especially towards the end when fucking Mulder.
I can't even believe it. And then someone was predicted that Miley Cyrus would be popular. Yeah, right. Come on.
And I'm like, I remember one time I had picked up the X-Files movie soundtrack because I liked the Dust Brothers fucking version of it. And there was 8 minutes of silence at the end of the song. And I had played it in the background. And I didn't realize that 8 or however many minutes of silence were at the end of the track because it was just quiet on the CD player. I thought it just stopped. And then all of a sudden, this one guy starts talking. And he starts talking about the X-Files. And he literally tells you the entire story of the X-Files up until the time the series begins.
Dun, 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 dun.
Because a lot of people had so many questions from the movie, we all walked up the aisle going, I didn't get it. Why were there bees? I don't get it. And everybody was just fucking lost their minds walking up.
The alien virus, what's not to get?
Whoa, let's not ruin the show I haven't seen or will never watch. Thank you.
But there were a lot of unanswered questions. And in the fucking soundtrack, buried at the end of the CD, was everything you needed to know.
We're on that soundtrack.
But it was yeah, but that track was a throwaway. But they,
Oh, Lucky
but it was-
After You isn't that bad.
It was interesting that that's how they decided to do it, Kay. It's like, we'll just bury it in the soundtrack somewhere.
That's not
That'll
the
answer it.
end.
Okay, so
David Duchovny, I would still be all over that.
yeah, so cool. Dude, that's a cool picture, Scott. Oh, was that? Oh, never mind. That's for my rap video. I got you. I'm just so self-obsessed, right? That's a cool picture. It's me.
Hey, I created a template a while back for thumbnails. At one,
Looks really
I
nice.
only made it like an hour before the show. Generally, I would tweet it out like a couple days. That's probably the problem I'm having is I haven't had these scheduled the way I used to when the show was thriving a lot better a year ago when I promoted it more. Now I'm just kind of burnt out, and I do it because I like to talk to these guys.
Everyone tweet it out though, right when it starts. Probably the easiest
Well,
way.
the thing is, ideally, I want to have like people book a month in advance, which I still get people to commit, and then when I remind them, oh yeah, I forgot I got something else coming up, so I can't promote something that people aren't going to be available for. So it's
That's YouTube in a nutshell too.
When you committed, I should have given you heads up, prior to when I did. You're like, oh crap, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it on time. You made it, but you see a prime example of how difficult it is when you've got people that aren't physically in the same room that have other plans and schedules, and they're all social media people that are on here. So it's tough when you lose track of time, or unless you have. And I don't want to deal with like assistants or managers, whatever. I want to deal with those people, and I always do. But there are downfalls to it, and
you don't need that kind of negativity in your life, Scotty.
Yeah, I mean, I was scheduling a musician, an online personality. I was getting people in by 8:15, 8:30, and discussing things ahead of time. Now people show up at 9, 10:30, randomly on their phone.
Well, pretty soon Matt Santoro will be at 1 million subscribers, and he'll have all the pull we need, and we'll just ride his coattails. Fuck him.
Well, actually, I was thinking the opposite. I was thinking maybe it's Matt that these people don't want to come on because he's so terrifying.
That's true.
Yeah, well, they come on here and they see what he's really like. Scotty and I are going to start the Matt Santoro drinking game, and anytime he promotes his channel, you have to do a shot.
I want to start a show about me making up drinking games for really crazy mundane things.
Actually, you know what? That's a brilliant channel idea, or at least a brilliant series idea.
I know. Doesn't it sound like it would go really well on my channel too?
It would. Make my drinking game. The drinking game challenge. What about the drinking game challenge? What if you had them just tell you, give you challenges to do? You and some of your friends.
I don't have any friends.
All right, some people that pay, you pay to show up in the video and drink.
I only have friends in New Orleans, and people would be down for drinking games.
Oh
in New
my
Orleans.
God, yeah.
No. This all came about from me writing out funny enough, the X-Files drinking game rules.
Which was actually at the end of that little voiceover the guy did.
No way! Like real official rules, canon rules.
Well, basically they were every time the smoking man smokes, you have to do a shot.
Every time Scully says, "Oh my God."
Another shot. Every time they look at each other and the sexual tension gets a little too thick, another shot. It's weird.
Hey, wow, you guys are so attractive. No, I gotta head out though, guys. But thank you for having me on the show. If you guys, I could probably come on next week if you guys want. I know Moonshine probably doesn't want me to, because
everybody take a shot if he promotes his channel.
Hey guys,
actually,
subscribe to my channel. It's Matthew Santoris.
Matthew Santorum.
Sorry, I'm Egyptian. I'm allowed to pronounce things wrong. Okay, thank you. What were you saying, Scott?
I was gonna say that was a question here by Vortex. He said, "Will you be on the show again?" Sorry, my first time watching the show. P.S. I'd love to join in another time. Will you show a coward cam off of one of K6's recent videos if you can, Lau? Just wondering.
A coward cam. Here, I'll show one real quick. Hold on.
What's that?
It's because I play horror games in the virtual reality Oculus Rift Moonshine that's super fully immersive. No, but so I play a lot of horror games.
Like your vagina.
But it is. Wait, mine or hers? Because mine's
probably dead
as well.
Talking about Kay's vagina.
Okay, a PS4 or Xbox One?
It just depends. What kind of exclusives you like, whatever.
You think the email's
Or
going to catch
if
on?
you like to be completely elite and use your PC, which is the better gaming
Thank
rig
you.
to begin with,
Yes,
anyway.
That's true. That's true. I mean, it's like a new console comes out, and my brother's.
My
computer is
friend
so
with an
expensive.
Xbox was just playing Diablo 3,
Well,
and I was like, "Wow, expansion!"
I will admit though, if a lot of people are not tech savvy, and buying a console is a lot easier for them, and the best way to get your bang for your buck, especially with the PC, is building it yourself. And a lot of people just don't want to go through all that, and there is some problems
But
that you
it's
can
so
have with.
easy.
I get that, but there is I've had problems with this brand new computer that I have now, and some people know that besides the red ring of death, the yellow light of destruction, it's a lot easier console-wise for a lot of people. So I get it, but I would rather everyone just be on PC because I feel like it would make everything better. Because when something new comes out, you just put it in.
And it's just okay. So here's the deal: why? And this is like a legit question, and I'm not sure if this is a stupid question. Why can Xbox players not play games with PC players? Why is that a thing? This is Microsoft we're talking about.
I know, I agree.
I don't get
it. It's companies being really smart with marketing. They want people to fight against each other to boost up the whole hype, like console versus PC, and then drive sales. It's all we're little puppets.
Here's the deal, though. My
of
friend
revenue.
playing Diablo 3 for the first time, she was not going to make me go out and buy an Xbox because I've had the game on PC for literally 2 years now. There's no way I was going to buy an Xbox and buy a new game and start all my characters over, but I could have super enhanced her experience with just a few key little things, and it's all Microsoft. So I don't get the malfunction.
Yeah, no, it's stupid. I agree. Okay, guys, I found just want to do the coward cam before I get out of here.
Yeah,
I just
go
want
ahead.
to one more time and note. Okay, this might make me look like a little girl. Okay, but these games are so freaking scary when you're in. I swear.
I can't play horror games, and honestly, that's probably why I like PewDiePie so much. Is because I really can't do horror games.
Okay, are you ready? Don't judge.
I'm gonna subscribe. I love gaming channels.
Okay. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Yes.
Can you see it still?
Yep.
Yes. We cannot hear it, though.
Oh, you can't hear it? Oh,
No.
that's the worst. Wait, this is the coward cam coming in a second.
Probably the way
you
you
can't hear it.
Well, no. Is your volume up?
Holy cow, that's crazy. Coward cam. That's cool. And
little girl! You're a little girl!
That's awesome. See, no, that's
I'm
funny.
gonna throw you in there, Charles, and watch you squeal like the little woman you are.
Dude, I won't even watch Silence of the Lambs unless all the doors are locked and the lights are armed. So, no, I'm not
I'm
doing it.
gonna slap you. You need to watch
fantastic.
the new Hannibal series, though. The new Hannibal series, though, is so good.
Is it? I haven't checked it out.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Oh, did you guys see that one thing where I had to go? Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Maybe I'll
Take it easy, brother.
All right, everybody, we'll see you next week.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Take it
Best
easy.
dramatic exit ever.
Oh, pity.
All right, guys, go check out K6 Gaming, our games. I will put his link in the description.
All right, we out.
So, Chucky, now that we have you... Whoa, is he frozen on the screen right now?
No.
No? For me, it's like, meh, I just see him full screen. Anyway, now I can't even select you guys, so I don't even know what's going on.
You are the one who is frozen, sir.
Oh, you know what it... Oh, okay. You know what it was?
Everybody
I had
looks fine to
him
me.
full screen. I had him featured when he left, so I think Google Plus was like, nah, what's going on?
I'm gonna order a pizza.
Oh, dude, I could go for pizza right now.
I'm gonna get me some Domino's because I'm not in Buffalo anymore, and who knows what the pizza's gonna taste like.
So, Chucky, I know you've only been there a couple days, and you kind of want, May to be to get situated and kind of acclimate and see things around. Is it your buddy? I don't know if you want to say his name or not, but has he?
Yeah, I was. That's why the weekend's gonna be hopefully very busy, and also I'll get a chance to go see some shows, which I'm very excited about.
Go see Penn and Teller. Tell me how that is. I love magic. Holy crap!
I'm sure that I've seen they allow, from a video from a friend of mine posted this, they will allow you to film their opening bit. They say you can film this, and then the cameras have to go away, and then they do this one cool fucking, they steal somebody's cell phone or whatever, and it's really good, and they're so good at it. And there was an interview with Teller where he basically talks about, he goes, no, I used to talk on stage when we first started, and then for some, and how he morphed into doing what he does. Because I remember him when he had he started an episode of Miami Vice, and watching Teller talk and act, it was very weird because, he's been, pantomiming everything, and he's so brilliant on stage.
He talked on The Simpsons.
And I'm talking back then, it was a big fucking deal, but he...
It was a big deal when he talked on The Simpsons, I'm pretty sure.
He discusses where, how that just came about, and it wasn't intentional. Also, I'm looking forward to fucking...
Oh, no, Penn Jillette is a huge loudmouth.
I'm looking forward to checking out fucking Scott Thompson's show. The Carrot Top at Luxor. He's been doing that for 20 fucking years, Scotty.
Scott Thompson is fucking...
Carrot Top.
Oh, wait, Scott Thompson... Carrot Top? Scott Thompson?
Yeah. He's had a residency at the Luxor for 20 years, dude.
He lived in Orlando for a long time.
I thought we were talking about the Kids in the Hall, Scott Thompson.
No, so he's been playing for about 20 years, and there's a couple of other shows, and the Jason Alexander show is about to close, so I want to check that out, too.
Really?
So I'm looking forward to that. So it's going to be pretty cool, so it should be a fun weekend.
I saw David Blaine at UB over the weekend.
How was it, man?
He was fantastic. He opened the show with being in a saltwater fish tank, underwater completely, for over 10 minutes, and he ate a banana. He had an eel come out of his mouth. He lit a cigar underwater, and
that's a cool illusion.
And then he brought in a college student and took a selfie with him underwater. And then when he got out, he explained how he did the tricks. And then he actually did some other things and actually put an ice pick through his hand. He had somebody else do it, and then they pulled it out of his hand. So it was all there and all real. And then he sat down and did some Q&A and went over some other things. And
no card tricks, nothing like that. No.
He's this only.
Did he do any close-up magic?
He did do some card tricks, and he did do this one where I think there's only him and one other person in the world that can flip cards from one hand to the other into the middle of a deck. Like he just went back and forth. I'm like, damn. So.
Dude, imagining having to practice that and pick up those fucking cards every time you try
the other person that can do it in the world, he met that guy, and the guy was like, look, he goes, it took me over 4 months doing this. I'm the only one in the world that can do it. He's like, I'll show you how to do it, but I'll tell you right now, you're going to go nuts trying to figure it out. I wish you the best. I hope you can. And then he ran into him like 4 years later, and he did it in front of him, and he goes, oh, no, it was like a couple months later, because he had gotten it down quicker than the other guy and was doing it well. And he goes, okay, now I'm going to show you something else, because he gained his respect when he did it.
Really?
He goes, wait a minute, here's my deck of cards, because he wanted to see if there was something with the cards. And then he did it with his cards. He goes, let's talk. So then the guy opened him up to his world and taught him all these things, and then he thrived, and now he's world-renowned, and it's really cool.
Very cool.
It was an hour-and-a-half show. I was wanting more. This is like one of his first stops, if not the first, and he said he's going to come back and do something at Niagara Falls soon.
I'll tell you something, dude. When David Copperfield tours, that guy makes one of the top grossing tours whenever he hits the road.
It's unbelievable.
And they do a lot of shows. They'll do a couple shows a day.
Does that includes like musical acts?
Even with concerts, when he's on tour, he'll rank in Polestar. From what I understand, he makes a huge amount of money, because these types of musicians, I think he has a residency here now, but before they started doing those big residencies, those guys toured hard. They were just like, they could do multiple shows in a day at a pretty good ticket price. So that's why you would see that. They were like, where a concert would do a show, he had done maybe 2 or whatever. So sometimes that helps. But, dude, Copperfield made a fortune. I'm sure Blaine's cleaning up.
Oh, he's
cleaning up.
I just followed him on Instagram recently, and he's doing magic tricks for Duval and like just all sorts of celebrities, and he's hanging out with Ice-T and Coco and like all these other people, and I'm like, he's doing tricks for this this actor, that actress, this rapper. He was hanging out with it's cool. It's cool to see somebody get appreciated. He spent years in New York City doing that sort of stuff, and he's got a lot of connections here in Buffalo. A local magician helped him kind of arrange everything at UB. So
really nice.
It was a great thing. He shouted the guy out there, and I don't know a single person that was disappointed there. It was well worth the show. I mean, it was fascinating to see him do what he did.
It was. I agree with Moonshine also as far as checking out Penn and Teller. I can't wait to check out that show. I can't.
Oh, dude, tell me. Okay, wait. Check out that show, and you let me know how the clear cup and balls routine goes, because that is like one of my legitimate favorite things in all of magic, because they do it with clear cups, and it's still the most amazing shit you've ever seen in your life. Oh my god.
I remember when I saw.
Also, the pane of glass, like
When I saw Copperfield, I was in the front row off center in the seats you're not supposed to sit at because I had a hookup with the show. I worked with the guy who worked with Copperfield. So he hooked me up. And at one point, David looked at me like, all right, and just kept doing the show. And I'm sitting there, and I was, all of a sudden, dude, I was 8 years old again, just watching the magic. It was, when you see these really cool shows, I was right, literally, he's right there. And I watched him cut himself in half, and then hold on to his half, the top half of his body, and start walking around the stage. And I'm just watching him going, this is amazing. And I was at the angle and everything, dude. So I can only imagine what the fuck that Blaine experience was like, because he's crazy.
Well, Penn and Teller are, my buddy.
I liked it. Moonshine, did you see the one where Penn and Teller did the one where it was the Houdini Chinese water torture?
Maybe.
Okay, so
I've been drinking, sir.
Well, they kill Teller, and he's in the water, underwater, and he can't escape. And Penn's like, oh, never mind, he's brain dead. That's it. And as he's still underwater for minutes, it just keeps going on, and finally Teller opens his eyes, and it said like 8 diamonds, and he goes, oh, was the 8 of diamonds your card?
Nice. Okay, yeah, I feel like I have seen that one.
I watched that one. I was like, you guys are great. That was amazing. And
they're comedians just as much as they are magicians. They're not it's not all about the magic as it is about the joke and the magic, and the ultimate misdirection is what it is.
But I'm very, I want to check out the show. I've never seen a whole show of theirs. Of course, we've seen them and everything, and I've seen them on Bullshit and whatnot. But I've never seen how they do a whole show.
I did Bullshit recently again, just because.
Huh?
I watched through Bullshit again.
Did you?
Yeah, I totally did. I love that show. It's not a science show. Let's put it that way. Like they'll debunk something, and I'm like, wow, but Penn and Teller, like,
yeah, I know, but still, it's always fun.
It's a commentary show just as much as any other political / like anybody's show is a commentary show. It's them doing commentary on something they think is bullshit, which is a complete, like, I love them to death. I think the show's hilarious, and I think it puts, like, it makes you think, like, whether or not, like, you should never let something like that color your opinion on something. You should only let it make you think. Like, don't let it change your mind. Just let it make you think and investigate further on your own.
Yep, you would hope. You would hope.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say right now.
You would hope. All right, I'm done. I got to go order a pizza. I'm starting to see Dead
Well, I mean, we've been
I
on.
have to pee again.
We've
Shut this
been-
motherfucker down.
I'm going to. I'm trying to work on that now, but you're interrupting as usual. Okay, so.
Dick, as she backhands. Quick, screenshot, let's do it.
She's gonna pee, we're gonna be gone, so whatever. I love giving her shit, you know.
I love her too. She's so fucking cool.
Kasich is good about having a sense of humor, making it.
I love it.
Joking. He's a good guy.
End it. I'm hungry.
Okay, so Chaz the Jazz. Oh yeah, you're on the West Coast now, right?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be different for you. It's 8:24. Are you gonna be able to make the shows on Wednesdays in the future and
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We
we'll
might
see what happens.
over the summer. We might have to. Oh no, we can't do Sundays because I'll be filming a lot of weddings.
Nah, we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. If I come in late, I come in late. Big deal. All right. Hopefully, I'll be in the show soon enough to do this.
Thank you for joining. I appreciate you making it. And we hope to see you Wednesday. Moonshine, thank you for showing us your front
boobs.
Your
boobs.
And guys, we appreciate you joining. I think I'm going to move the show back over to Let Your Google hang out for next week. And I think we can bounce it around on whoever's channel.
They'll never see it.
No, either way, it could be here, it could be there. You should be subscribed to both by now. You should be subscribed to everybody that's on the show all the time. Maybe it'll show up on somebody else's channel. I don't know. But thank you guys for watching. This has been episode 119.
That's crazy.
And we will see you in May.
Maybe.
So, thanks.
Maybe.
Peace.
May the 5th.